Hi, everybody. Guess what time it is? It says so on the bottom right. It's my debut. How's everybody doing tonight? I am nervous out of my goddamn skull. I guess it could be midday, depending on where you are. Boy. Man, I am... I have never actually had a layout where I just chat like this. I've never done a just chatting screen before. So, hey, this is first time for everything, right? I turned on first chat highlighting for everybody, like for the stream, so I can actually say hi to literally everybody who shows up, because they all show up. Hi, Ray Tarasu. Thank you for showing up. You've been my friend for a really long time, so I'm glad that you showed up for this. I'm willing to support you in your endeavors, and I'm so glad that you support me with mine. Owl. Hey, Owl. Thank you. You're great. I've known you forever. Wow. It's been so long. Back since IRC days. Huh. Wow. Raxus. Hey. I feel like you got into VTubing around the same time as I did. And, seeing like, people in the same, like, sphere also jump into VTubing is also really cool. So I'm glad we're both doing this together. Who else is there? Ren! Hey, Ren! Wow, I'm glad you showed up. You're... I only met you pretty recently, but you're really great. Oh, hey, wow! Thanks, Wimes! Wow, thank you for the sub. Is that gonna... I don't know... Okay, so this subscriber thing has been acting weird. I don't know if it's actually going to update or not. Like the stream elements thing. So it might not actually update. I know follows are updating, but subscribers seem really weird because I'm pretty sure... Oh, there it goes. Hey, it updated. Awesome. Sweet. Cool. Good. Okay. But yeah, but Ren, yeah, we only met pretty recently, but thank you, Raxus. Thank you for the sub. But yeah, we met recently, but you're great. It's great talking to you. Who else we got in here? Who's hanging around? Ventral Blade of Fun Thief. Yeah, you've been around for a while too. Thank you for showing up to my Lobotomy Corp streams and all that. I made you a really important member of our team. So I'm glad I could repay that. Oh, hey, Cypress. Hey, Catastrophe. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the sub. Wow. Oh, wait, no, that's not you. That's why I'm sub. Sorry. The highlighting gets all weird. But yeah, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it a lot. Who else is here? Melody! Hey, Melody! What's up? Yeah, I've known you for, about, a year. It's been a while. We'll get into it. We'll get into the past. It'll happen. But yeah, God, I'm so glad everybody showed up. Normally when I'm, playing a video game, I get, sidetracked by the game, and I, go into, weird states of silence, but boy, if I don't have anything to distract me, I can just talk forever, and I'm sure gonna. I've got a lot of things to say. But, yeah, so I bet a lot of people... I mean, actually, there might be people who don't actually know who I am. So yeah, let me start us off right. I'm Clea Filseth. I'm a Fox Lady VTuber. I do. Oh, Marcy! What's up, Marcy? Hello. Thank you for the. Oh, hype train. Oh, wow. Thank you, honey, for the bits. Hello. Thank you, by the way. Wow. That's right. You were playing Portal 2, Marcy. Thank you. Let's do a shout out. I don't think I'll be able to shout out literally everybody, but boy, let's at least do the raids. Assuming I can type. No, did that go? Yeah, that went. Cool. Yeah. Hooray. Wow. Thank you for the cheers. Who else came in on this? Audio 4. Yeah, you've been around here for a while too. Thank you. Welcome, Hawaii Soups. Who else is around? Who else? Cool. Evatron 1. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for the follow, Hawaii Soups. Wow. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. My model's great. I'll get into Cypress, Catastrophe. Whoa! Hello! Wow! That's a lot of subs! Wow, thank you. Wow. Thank you to everybody who got a sub. Jeez. Wow. Oh, Caro. Hey, Caro, what's up? God, there's so many people in here that I know. This is great. Wow. Money via Ponty. Yeah, that's a Marcy thing. She's the rat. Jesus Christ. I didn't even get to finish introducing myself. I got a hype train. Wow, I've never even seen one of those before on my channel. Wow. Holy crap. Thank you. So yeah, so before I go any further, let's also add to the hype, because before this I got yet another anonymous donation. Let me replay it. Hold on. Where is it? It's before all this stuff. Here, let me replay the alert. Oh, thank you for the follow, Cassette Punk. Here, this should pop up in a sec. Yeah, Anonymous gave me $200 fucking dollars. Holy shit, dude. Dude, I don't know. What the hell? That's not even the first time that's happened, too. Like, I don't know. Thank you so much. This is ridiculous. Wow. I'm not even going to get to my slides at this rate. Wow. Yeah, so... So like I was saying, I'm Clea Philsith. I'm a Fox VTuber. I play video games very badly sometimes. Sometimes I'm very good at them. It depends. But I'm about to talk about myself for a really, really long time tonight. I have so much to talk about. It's great. Dude. Speaking of burgers, I got McDonald's before this, so I'm burged up. I got a Big Mac. I got some chicken, not griddles, the chicken McChickens. It was like buy one, get one for $1. And I was like, all right, hell yeah, I'll get 2 McChickens for $3 or whatever. Hell yeah. Good times. So yeah, I just, I wanted to go over like why I wanted to do a debut, even though, so I've been streaming for like 7 months now. It's been a while. Hold on, let me adjust myself. Ugh. Yeah, I also stream from bed, by the way, so I have to like move around every so often when the pillows start falling. It's great. I highly recommend it. But yeah, I've been streaming for like 7 months now, and yeah, I never did a debut because it was like I was planning on doing a debut a really long time ago, which I'll get into in my slides. But I was planning on doing it, and then I got cold feet on it, and I basically said, "Oh, I'll hold off before I start streaming." And eventually, I said, "What if I just start streaming? Just like forget a debut, just do it." And it's like, "Oh, you can always do it later. You can always do whatever." But I ended up just doing that, and I just started and just kept going, and so. February was my 6-month anniversary because I started, it was August 6th, I think. It's in the slides. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to actually do anything for the 6th month because it's like, I would have to plan stuff. Oh, God, more. Holy shit. Thank you, Audiovore. Wow. Jeez. Wow. Thank you so much. God. God. We're having a great time. I'm already speechless. Tanuki! Hi, Tanuki! You're great! Wow, you're so funny. You're such a silly Tanuki. I'm so glad that I know you. God. Hydrate! Yeah, sure, I'll hydrate. I have soda right here. I got a Coca-Cola. I got water, too, but I didn't actually plan this through because I'm going to run out of drink really fast. God, thank you for the cheers melody. Wow. Oh, yeah, I actually had ramen last night, so I actually didn't finish it, so I left it over. Wow. Anyway. So, yeah, I decided to do a debut just because I was like, I don't ever have an excuse to just talk about myself or something like that, because I'm mostly just playing video games and focusing on that. So I figured, if I'm gonna start doing this, I might as well do a, don't judge! Wow, start with the showstopper, why don't we? Hi, this is one of my redeems. I hope you like it, because it goes on for 45 seconds. Hey, did you know I like Toho? You're gonna find out soon enough. It's great. Yeah, it's great. I actually had to remake the thing entirely to make sure, because I have another layout for the slides, so I had to make sure it worked in both. So I had to rewrite the entire thing. It's really good. God, we're having a fun time. We're literally not even gonna get to anything at this rate. Oh boy. What a great time we're having. But anyway, thank you everybody for showing up. This is way more people than I actually thought were gonna show up at all. I was pushing this pretty hard because it's like, hey, if you're gonna have a debut, you might as well have it count. Wow, thank you for the follow, Sidriel. Thank you. Yeah. It's alright. It's on a 2-minute cooldown, so if you have the points, you can do it again. Oh, jeez, it's a level 4 hype train. Wow. God. Alright, well. I think we've gotten a little bit So I did some rehearsing for this, but I didn't actually expect how far into the woods we were going to get on this. So, I don't know. I figure this is going to be like an hour, 2 hours tops, but if we keep going like this rate, it'll be like 4, but whatever. It's fine. Who cares? Oh, another thing that I want to mention is that I turned up the physics and XY tracking on my model, so it was not actually this mobile. Like, it never actually moved like this before, because you'll see it if you go to my VOD channel on YouTube, but a lot of my earlier things, I didn't have the Z channel locked, and so every time I moved, I would zoom in really, really close to the camera, like get really big or really small, and so I didn't realize, I was like, oh, I can turn that off. So I just turned motion tracking off completely, but now that I have it back on, it's great, because I'm way more animated than I would normally. I can do this. I can vibe. I can lean into chat. Like, hey chat, what's up? How's it going? At some point, it's going to lose track of me. Oh, I'm like leaning on my mic, but it's probably fine. Hello. Oh, eye tracking's probably going to get weird in a bit. Oh, let's keep going. Whoa, hold on. I leaned on my mouse and I moved OBS. Okay, that's bad. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. What's the worst that could happen? So yeah, I made us a whole big slideshow. I don't know if we want to transition to that yet, or if we want to shoot the shit a little bit more. That's fine. Because I guarantee you I'm going to get interrupted with that when I get random tangents based on stuff the chat says. So that's great. I'm glad everybody's here, because, boy. Anyway. So yeah, let me make sure this is all set up. Cool. What's my favorite kind of noodles? I don't know. Yeah, if I accidentally hit the stream or ender button, that'd be really funny. That's okay. I actually did that when I did my Toho 10 stream, Mountain of Faith. Somehow I broke OBS so hard that it crashed, and so I had to stitch it back together and put it on YouTube. So, like, worst case, if that happens, I know what to do. What's my favorite kind of noodles? I like ramen a whole lot. I actually really like kitsune ramen a whole lot, because I fucking love tofu. I know it's fucking, like basic as hell, but, you know, like, it's on brand at least, which is fun. But yeah, it's great. Yeah, I fucking love tofu. Dude, tofu is the best. Oh, next time, Zero. Hey, what's up? Thank you for showing up. You've been also in my streams for a very, very long time. Wow. Hype train complete at level 4. I earned a level 3 hype train emote. Wow. That's cool. I don't know how hype trains work, but it's cool. Can I share it? Can I do it? Here. There we go. I hit the button too. I'm helping. Emotes are being delivered to supporters. Yay! So anyway, I have some slides, and we can go over a lot of fun stuff. So maybe I should go... I think that's all loaded up. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do a little transition here. Just a little... I think this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Let's do a little... Whoop! There we go. Welcome to my cool layout full of slides and stuff. It's wide. So, fun fact, I did very little to this. Cypress actually did these slides like, it was literally over a year ago, made this whole slide thing. And I basically just, I touched it up a little bit. You'll find it here and there. But I used it as a basis and I kept going a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. There's a lot. So yeah, let's get started, or let's get past this super epic intro. And I think if I hit this button here, it'll work. I think this will work. There we go. Yay! Awesome. Cool. All right. Yeah. So let's start us off good. My pronouns are she, her, because I am a trans woman. It's great. Whoa. Hold on. I moved my arm in front of the model and it broke. Oh, this is great. Oh man. Oh no. Definitely don't do this. Trans people have superpowers and it's breaking their fucking models. Yeah, so yeah. Oh. Hi, Bree! Welcome to the chat. You don't even have to say anything, but I know you're there. This is what happens when you watch all of my streams and you get all of my fucking channel points. All the Fox bucks. Alright, fine, let's hydrate. We got time. She is just here to help. This is true. Let me know if the volume is too loud on the... I lowered it pretty significantly, but it's also... My headphones are running at like 50%, so if it's too loud, I probably won't be able to hear it. Yeah, it's great. Trust me, I got like 10 more slides. Let's go. Guess what? They're more dense than this. I'm glad this actually works right, and it actually, because I have to basically, I had to script it to work on both scenes depending on which one I'm on. So while it's spinning, I could actually change scenes and it'll continue as normal. And I'm very proud of that. Damn it. You know what I could actually do now is I could probably run a second instance of VTube Studio to actually have like a live model, because this is I'll let you in on a secret. This is just a ping that just spins. Like it can't do it live because my actual model cuts off at the waist, so you wouldn't see the feet, and that's the most important part, right? Everybody loves VTuber feet, right? It's really like, I regret making this a whole 45-second loop, but you know what? It's really funny. Every time. Just fucking derails everything. Let's go. Alright, it's over. Okay. Anyway. Hold on. It's on a... Oh, hold on. It should be on a cooldown, so I don't know why it's not... Oh, you know, is the Twitch one not on a cooldown? Hold on. Okay, I think I broke it when I made a new one. I think that, yeah, okay. So here's the thing. The actual event, the OBS event that spins is on a cooldown. But I forgot to, when I remade the event, I forgot to put the thing in. I think I could change that really fast if I go to Better Points. Hold on. So let me go in here. Just cooldown. Where is it? Is there a way to change it in this? Limit stream? No. Okay, I know what to do. I can go into my Twitch settings and change it there. Hold on, one moment, please. And I want to refund everybody who didn't actually go off. Actually, I think it should do that automatically, if it didn't actually fire off, but I'm going to, one sec, just go into my creator dashboard and put the cooldown on that as proper, so just so nobody has an instance where they don't get their thing, because that sucks. I don't want to do that. Okay, so manage rewards. Okay, edit. Yes, it does not have a cooldown currently, which is bad because it should. Cooldown and limits. Okay, 2 minutes. Save. Cool. All right. So, all right, let me go look at the chat and see whose things didn't go off. Oop, hold on, that's VTube Studio. No, where's OBS? There's OBS. Yeah, okay. Yeah, remember the time I didn't put a cooldown on my fucking hydrate? Okay, let me go to the, god damn it. All right, so that one went. Yeah, let me go to, I don't know if it's going to automatically, send those back. That's a lot of points though. Man. Hold on, this is, okay. Okay, so that one went through. Okay, yeah, okay. So I only see the one redemption, which is the one that's currently going. So I think the other ones automatically redeemed or refunded themselves. So cool. Awesome. That's fine. Yeah, it's not showing up as rejected, so I think they just automatically rejected it. That's fine. Okay, so anyway, as soon as this is over, let's get back to talking. Oh shit! Oh no, it broke. It broke. It's going the entire song. Okay, let's fix this. It should know what it's doing eventually. All right, let's go. Okay. So yes, my birthday, the second thing, literally the second thing that I can talk about is April 26th. Fun story about that. There's a couple things that happened on April 26th. Spinning will continue until morale improves. A couple things happened on April 26th. First of all, here's one that's kind of topical. It's the anniversary of Chernobyl. So, that's fun. Oh, hydrate? Yeah, sure. Okay. Drink my Chernobyl juice. So, the other fun thing is, the other cool thing that that April 26th is, it's Lesbian Visibility Day. That's me. I'm a lesbian. So from the start, the world conspired to make me a disaster lesbian. So there you go. That's really funny. I like it a lot. However, there are some less funny things that happen on my birthday. It's also, I share a birthday with I share a birthday with masked wrestler and libertarian mayor Kane. Same birthday. I also share a birthday with the man who plays Paul Blart Mall Cop, Kevin James. So, yep. Happy birthday, Paul Blart Mall Cop, and also me. That's funny. That's very sad. Anyway. God, I would love to be a Kane-like streamer. Just fucking, like... Dude, if Undertaker was my brother, that would be awesome, except for the fact that he's like 90 years old now, but that sucks. Anyway, I'm also a Taurus, if you care about astrology. I didn't until I found out that Tauruses are known for being chronically late to everything, at which point I said, okay, you imaginary lines in the sky, I will fucking die for you. I also read Homestuck in 2016, and oh boy, let me tell you, fucking imagine having to share a sign with Tavros. Just this fucking god, I hated him so much, just because he fucking talks like me, he acts like me, he fucking... doesn't care about fucking competitive Pokemon. He just wants to be friends and breed them and have fun. Fuck, I hate it. I hate it. And then he gets bullied by a horrible woman. God, just fucking shot through the heart, why don't you? Anyway. Homestuck. Yeah, Homestuck is... I like Homestuck, but I don't think I could ever recommend it. It's a thing. Anyway. This won't be the only Homestuck reference in my slides, I'm sad to mention. Anyway. Another fun thing to note is that I'm in my... Oh, yeah, I need to play Psychoonials. I might like it, actually. Fun fact. I've heard it's actually good, and I've heard it's very topical to the 2020 experience, just with more clowns. So, I don't know. I think Hussey can do some fun things sometimes when they want to. Problem Sleuth is great, though. Problem Sleuth is actually good. No, I definitely wouldn't stream it. Oh, God. I don't want to stream literally anything Hussey makes. So yeah, I'm actually in my 30s, believe it or not. I know like a lot of YouTubers are like in their like early 20s. Some of them are still like in their late teens, but like... You know, I'm older, and like it's a little weird because I know a lot of people get like really self-conscious about being old, and I did for a while. Of like, and it's not, like 30 isn't even old. It's not like, you know, like I would say like maybe 50s is pushing old. You can still do so much in your 30s. You can do so much in your 40s, but oh yeah, that's right. Fester Quest is literally on free now. I need to finish that. But yeah, 30 is normal. So I know a lot of YouTubers who are, you know, either in the backhand of like either the back half of 50 or 50, the back half of 20s or like, you know, early 30s and stuff like that. And you know what? It's totally fine. And you know what? That's cool. I support my friends. And I think you should support your friends too, regardless of how old they are. Unless they're minors, which is, you know, a whole other can of worms, which I'm not really going to get into. Anyway. Yeah, so my height is actually 6 feet, so I don't know if you get to, like, I'm gonna go back to my model for a second, like, the waist, but... Oh god, it's spinning! I'm still spinning! It didn't unspin me! Ah! Son of a bitch. Perfect comedic timing. Great. Awesome. Cool, good. There we go. So yeah, I don't know if it's hard to tell, I guess, like, because you can't see my entire model, but like I have a lot of leg and a lot of torso on my model. Like my model is pretty long too, so yeah, it's, hold on, I think did it break? Did it break? Did it actually just break? Hold on, oh, God, please don't. Oh, no, because I closed the tab. I closed better points. Okay, hold on. That's what happened. That's why it didn't fire. Hold on. Let's fix this. There, it should be connected, so it should pop up. There we go. All right, it should work again. It's probably still on cooldown, but as soon as that comes up, it'll be good again. But yeah, like, anyway, so I'm like a little, like, I feel like my VTubers I feel like a lot of VTubers are like on the short side. So let me just go back here. But yeah, like, you know, if the case, God, scratching my face and it does that again. I'm doing the John Cena, you can't see me. But yeah, I feel like a lot of VTubers are just like on the shorter side. So it's, you know, especially if you're going to draw like fan art and stuff of me, it's nice to actually have like, you know, the proportions right. So yeah, my model was drawn and rigged by Cypress, who is Catastrophe on Twitter, also on Twitch. But yeah, so they did my model and all of my assets, all the stuff on the screen, except for the Clea channel logo, that was done by Chi. But we'll cover all that stuff later. But for that, like, especially all this stuff was made for my debut, like a year ago. So that's tall VTubers 6 to 9. Yeah. Kelly's probably pretty tall. There are definitely tall VTubers, but I feel like in the general sense, they like to be on a little bit on the shorter side, but sure, it's fine. But yeah, so Cypress actually drew all of my stuff for free because I paid for it in girlfriend dollars at the time. So yeah, like, you know, you can go follow them on Twitter. You can go follow them on they don't really stream anymore. But yeah, you can go follow them on Twitter. This is not the last time that they will be mentioned during the course of this. But yeah, all my emotes save for, oh, hey, Meg, what's up? Yeah, I've known you for a while too. But yeah, so all my stuff except for the Clea channel logo and the Wiggly emote, which was a template from Bodega Rat, did the template, and I basically just filled it in as best as I can. And again, I'm not an artist, so all I did was put the stuff together in like, you know, the Google Slides and Sheets and whatever. It's great. So yeah, that's all my stuff, Cypress. So you can go thank them for that. So if you think my model is really cute, and you know, so yeah. Also, at one point, so I am probably due for if not like a full-on redesign, but like a model refresh, because apparently Cypress has told me that there are some bugs. Like, it's not, apparently my model is not cut correctly, which I don't know what that means, and I think it might have something to do with the weird green highlights on my hair sometimes, which I think are just like weird green screen stuff that's not going right, but it's fine. Anyway, Fluffy Foxtail, very yes. So you can't really see it in my model. Like, let me go back to the thing for a second. You can see it a little bit here, because so my tail actually goes like from my waist down, which I feel like a lot of like Fox VTubers and stuff, like their tails go up like behind them, but mine doesn't. And so normally, like when I'm in like this little corner like this, you can't really see much of it. So just know that it is big, and it is big. It's big, and it's very fluffy. You can see it in the little ping that I have. This is actually an animated ping that I can use for like if I'm in a collab or something and I don't want to run VTube Studio through like OBS Ninja or something like that. I've never done a collab, but I imagine that's just how it works. Anyway, yeah. Hi, Sai. What's up? Yeah, who the hell is that? Anyway, so the other thing, which I don't think I've actually talked about on like I haven't talked about it on my stream. I've maybe like alluded to it on Twitter. I did once translate a video game and name it something very funny. I can probably say the name of it on Twitch. I don't think I'm gonna, but I could say the name of it on Twitch. You definitely cannot stream that game on Twitch, and I'll leave it at that. It is not a game. It is a game. So I don't think that it's actually in the prohibited, like the list of games that are prohibited, but Marcy, please don't get banned. Please don't. Melody, please don't get banned. Yeah, it's, guess what? If you look at my main Twitter account, you'll find it. But yeah, so I, in my other life, outside of being a VTuber, I am occasionally a Japanese to English freelance translator, mostly working on video games and visual novels. And so I actually haven't worked on too many things. Like the last time I worked on something was actually like 2020, I think. But yeah, it's So the thing is, I have a lot of anxiety about like my Japanese skills, and so I hesitate to say that I can speak it. I usually just like to pretend that I can't, because like here's the thing though, like my kanji recognition is miserable. If it, like it is, I am at the mercy of a text hooker to use a dictionary, stuff like that. Because my memory is garbage. Like it's not where it needs to be. But you know, I also like have a lot of anxiety in general, so I also like have trouble formulating Japanese sentences. Like if I have to do that, like my brain just freezes up and I can't actually do it, which is a pain because it sucks, because that gives me more anxiety. And it also means that I can't ever practice speaking it, which gives me anxiety because now I think that like, oh no, I have the worst accent in the world because I never get a chance to practice. It's miserable. It's horrible. But here's the thing though. I've talked to a lot of Japanese translators. Like obviously I have a lot of friends, and a lot of them have reassured me and said like, hey, this is actually pretty normal. Like, you're not the only person who's going through this. Everybody has this. Everybody has imposter syndrome to some degree. Like, I know, like, accomplished Japanese translators who are still, like, working on, like, their JLPT levels and stuff like that, or, like, working on kanji, or, like, you know, trying to find people to practice with because they just don't like to speak in Japanese ever. So, yeah, fortunately, the internet's very kind to translators and never gives them cause for anxiety. Yeah. So yeah, if you're going on my main Twitter, you'll see I have a lot of takes about localization sometimes. So even if I don't do a lot of translation myself, it's an art that I really enjoy. You know, like I like watching what other people do. I like watching my colleagues and friends make really, really inspired translation decisions, stuff that I could never do, and then write it down in my mental notebook and think, oh, that's a really good translation. I have to hold on to that someday. But yeah, so I don't ever like mark myself as like bilingual or something like that. If you speak Japanese in my chat, I will probably like if it's super basic stuff, I could probably like respond to it okay, but I'll probably for the most part ignore it because I am very scared. So please understand is what I say about this. All right. Well, anyway, we have another slide. Let's go. This is a fun one. We're going to get to... I think this is the right button. There we go. Yeah, likes and interests. I have many of them. So, first up, Toho and Toho accessories. I actually consider these two different things. I love Toho. I love... Toho's like, what? God damn it. Fucking... Good news! Shikigami mode works. We know it works. Look at me, Mom. I'm spinning too. This counts as a Toho accessory. It's great. Man. I'm just shaking my head, but you can't see it. Rad and spinners. God, remember YTMND? That was a good time. What the fuck? I didn't put chocolate milk on this. Holy shit. This is fucking invalid. What the fuck? Dude, how the fuck did I forget to put chocolate milk on this? I'm fucking, like, actually mad at myself for this. Fuck. How could I forget that? God. How could I have done that? Ah! Damn. Alright, anyway. So yeah. As if you can't tell from the Toho Redeem, I really like Toho. I've been playing it since I was in high school. Like, back when, like, Toho, like, back when, like, POFV was new-ish. Like Mountain of Faith, I remember when Mountain of Faith came out, and I was like, boy, I don't really like this. This is like it was a big jump from 8 in terms of like system-wise stuff, like the bomb changes and everything. I liked POFV because POFV is literally just Twinkle Star sprites, and I love Twinkle Star sprites. So, yeah, I'm so mad about the chocolate milk, dude. How could I have possibly forgotten? I literally okay, here's the thing though. I ran out of chocolate and the store was out, so I bought strawberry. So lately I've been having strawberry milk. And you know what? Strawberry milk is fucking good too. I fucking love strawberry milk. So both of them are really good, but I mean, chocolate milk is like my fucking ride or die, you know? I mean, they're both good. But yeah, I love Toho. I love, you know, Zun's music and all that other stuff. Like, I love all of his characters. I love that he just, like, makes a character, like, just does, yep, this is this character, gives it, like, 5 lines of dialogue, and then the fandom just runs hog wild with it and basically writes the entire thing for everything. It's great. So that's what I kind of mean by Toho accessories. I mean, like, all the fandom stuff is great, like all of the Dojin games, because people get so creative with that stuff. It's like once you have a set of characters and aesthetics and musical motifs to work with, like you don't have to worry about a lot. You can just kind of slot them into anything. You can make like like there are like Toho Fire Emblem clones, there are like Toho Super Robot Wars clones, there are like Toho like Mr. Atlantis clones. Like it's honestly like such a great franchise because it's just so malleable. You can do whatever you want with it. Like those characters, like there are like over 100, probably close to over 200 characters at this point. But yeah, you could just pick your favorites and just do what you want. And Toho itself is modular, so if you don't like a set of characters, if you don't like the Ante folks, you can just not write them in your story or your game. Like it's fine. You could just ignore. Like it's not. Like the story is so modular in the way of like it's not built on the previous things. So if there's something you don't like, you just don't have to worry about it. Toho does own. Thank you, Jill of Hearts. Yeah, you've been following me for a while, I think. I've caught you around. Well, thank you for showing up to my debut. Yeah, I also really like... Okay, so because I again, on the older side, I'm like over 30, I had an NES. I still have an NES. I don't know if I have the working power cable for it, but I know the controller is a shot, so even if I could get it running, it still wouldn't play super great. But yeah, I have an NES, I have a Super Nintendo, I still have my N64. I took that all when I moved out of my parents. I have my GameCube. My GameCube is literally sitting across, like on a shelf directly in front of me. I have my Wii, I have my Wii U, I don't have my original Game Boy because I traded it for a Game Boy Pocket at like Toys R Us or something like that. It was like, trade your Game Boy and 5 games for a Game Boy Pocket. And I've traded like Super Mario Land, I think Super Mario Land 2, James Bond, I forget what else. Like some Tamagotchi game, I think, and like something else. But yeah, I got a Game Boy Pocket from that. That was fun. And I got a Game Boy Color somewhere too, and I have a Game Boy Advance. The original Game Boy Advance. I don't have an SP. I have a fat DS. I don't have a DS Lite. I have an original 3DS. I have a Monster Hunter 3DS. I have so many Nintendo stuff. That's great. I have like basically everything except the Virtual Boy. Of course, I have a Switch. In terms of other consoles, like I have a PS1, several PS2s. I don't know if any of them work. A PS3. I have 2 PS3s. One's hacked and one isn't. I have a PS4. I do not have a PS5, and I have an Xbox 360, which no longer reads discs, so I need to get that replaced at some point. And I have an early model Xbox One. And aside from that, I have like my PC. I also have a Vita because somebody has to. So yeah, I have a ton of consoles. Gaming has been like my primary hobby for the last 30 years, let's say. So like when I was born, my parents had an Atari 5200. So between that and like the NES, like those are the two things that I went between, like playing like Super Breakout on the 5200. It does. My room does look like DVD games. I literally have 3 different shelves full of DVD cases across from me. I have like over 300 DVDs. It's ridiculous. I also worked at a GameStop at some point, so that's why I bought so many fucking things with my paycheck, because I had disposable income and no bills. So yeah, I love like older games. Like I have all these old NES games still in the box, still in everything. I definitely want to go back and play a lot of them. Like there's a ton of Super Nintendo games, like Super Famicom stuff that got translated that I never got around to playing, because like in late 90s, like when emulators became a thing and ROM hacking was a thing, like that stuff was great. Like Seiken Densetsu 3 like got translated, and I was like, cool, here's a fucking whole nother Secret of Mana game that you've never even like heard of, and just got translated by fans, and you could just download it and play it. So yeah, that's fun stuff. But yeah, I love all this old stuff. I want to go back and play. There's a lot of games that I like recall from my childhood, or like games that I never finished, games that I beat, or games that I probably didn't beat without a Game Genie, because I had Game Genies for like everything. Yeah, that's right. Super Robot Wars W. I haven't played any of the Super Robot Wars games. I played a little of the new one. Whatever the newest one was, 30. It's cool. Like I like tactics games. I liked the Toho the Fantasy Maiden Wars. Those games fucking slap. I cannot wait for them to actually like show up on the Switch in like updated mode, because that means that they could potentially get translated, because god, the animations, like especially in the 4th game, they're fucking beautiful, dude. It's like a 2-minute long animations that just have the most excellent sprite work. They're so good. Holy shit, you should look those up sometime. So yeah, I love old games, which I say retro because a lot of people think that when I say retro, I mean, it's weird because like, but a lot of times when you say retro, people think like Atari and stuff like that, but it's like, no, it's the retro, like what counts as retro has moved a lot in the last like 10 years since I last thought about that as a concept. People think N64 is retro now, which is weird. Yeah, it's that stuff. It's like, oh God, I'm old, but yeah, I also really love randomizers. I love Link to the Past randomizer. I've played a shit ton of it on stream and off. I've played like some La Mulana randomizer. I've played a bunch of God, Halo 2 is a fucking retro game, isn't it? It was on the Xbox, and you don't make those anymore. They don't sell those at GameStop anymore. Are the Halo 2 servers dead too? Actually, no, because they did the Master Chief Collection on Xbox, so you can actually do that. Yeah, it's actually live, I think. You could play Halo 2 if you want. I didn't like Halo though. I was never one. I never had an original Xbox, and two, I didn't have like I don't know. Halo just feels like everybody's too bullet spongy. I think I liked Quake. I liked Quake and I liked UT, and I played on PC. I mean, okay, here's the thing. I liked playing the campaigns in Halo and in like multiplayer, like playing on Legendary with a friend on like a sleepover or something like that. That was great. Staying up till like super late. But that only really started for me with like Halo 3. But yeah, anyway, randomizers. I love them so much. I've played Pokemon randomizers, but not too much. I've played, God, like the Zelda ones are always really good. They're so cool to me. Just like, they're like little puzzle boxes. I like to think of them as like a stuffed pepper or like a deviled egg or something like that, where it's like, hey, you know how this game works. Like this game has mechanical framework to it that is set, and like you know, you play through like Link to the Past, you know how everything works. You know how all the items interact. You know, like, oh, you can use the hook shot to get across this gap. You can use, you know, the magic cape to avoid things. You can use like, you know, boots to break walls if you don't have bombs and stuff like that. And then all that stuff still holds true, but then like those parts of the game are like the outside, like they're like the pepper itself or like the white of the egg, and then you take everything else out of the middle and just scoop it all up, mix it with a bunch of stuff, and drop it back in. Although I guess you don't do that with peppers, because peppers is just seeds. That's not a great allegory, but whatever. It works for deviled eggs though. Anyway, so yeah, it's like those parts on the outside are still the same. It's still identifiable as like Link to the Past or whatever, but the situations that you're going to be in are going to be totally different. And so like, not like tricks that you could have done in like the base game of Link to the Past, like that wouldn't have saved you any time because you had all the ways to do it normally. But it's like, oh, what if you don't have the item? Like, what if you don't have the hammer to get through here? It's like, well, it turns out if you use the books and like if you use the boots and the hook shot, you can maybe get around this in a different way, stuff like that. And so like learning all those little tricks and like trying to find the different ways the game interacts with things, and then messing with the box and creating new hooks for the game to interact with itself are always super interesting for me. I love that stuff. I think that stuff is so cool. And I want to play a lot more on stream. Like, they're like Wind Waker randomizer. I like Ocarina of Time in theory. Ocarina of Time is like super flexible. There's so many things you can do to Ocarina of Time. But the thing with Ocarina of Time is that I don't actually like playing Ocarina of Time that much. It's a pain in the butt to play on an actual controller that isn't an N64 controller. So, yeah, that's the one thing that stops me from playing too much of that. And also, N64 emulation is a little finicky sometimes. It likes to crash a bit. But I mean, I can always like I have like a Wii Classic controller, so I could probably toss toss ROMs onto that, and that would work. That's fine. Yeah, Wind Waker is really cool. Wind Waker has so many different options to it. I love stuff like that. The more open you can make a thing, the better. That's why I really liked. I did a door randomizer of Link to the Past, which basically shuffles all the rooms in the dungeons too. And so you walk into a dungeon, and it's like, okay, cool. You go into the first room of Hyrule Castle, and it could be like, cool, it's the bounce arena in like Pod, or like the laser room in Turtle Rock. So you have to try to figure out you have no idea what room is going to be connected to that, so you have no idea how long a dungeon is, what's going to be in a dungeon, what items you're going to need for that dungeon. It's really fun. And I actually ended up getting stuck because I didn't realize that there's a specific thing that I could have done that I was only ever relevant in Entrance Randomizer, which is that in the Palace of Darkness arena room, if you bonk off a wall, you can go out the southeast exit from the bottom. which I didn't know about. And so I got stuck and I had to use exploration glitch to finish that seed. And then I looked at the spoiler log afterwards and said, oh, I was supposed to do this and I just didn't know it was possible because it's something that you literally never do. So that's fun. So yeah, that's enough for randomizers. I also really like phone games. I play a lot of Grand Blue. Like recently I haven't played too much Grand Blue, but like anniversary season is upon us. You can see by figure A that I really like Grand Blue. Fun fact, that something I never noticed until I was doing this. Two things about this Yule model. One, her toes are out. I never noticed until now. She's just got her whole toes out, huh? And two, her pants are kind of just yoga pants, huh? She's just... like I like the original Yule outfit, but it's I understand why they moved away from it because it's literally impossible to draw. It's literally just like a bra that's like not attached to anything, and then it's like fur coming out the back. Like it doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. Like they never drew the back of it, so nobody knows how it goes together. But yeah, and also Ren over there has little booties. She's got socks on. Everybody likes Ren. It's fun little dichotomy between your moms. Your opposites attract, you know. But yeah, so I play a lot of phone games. I've been playing a shit ton of Princess Connect, the global release of it. So I've been playing that for like a year. But I've played a bunch of Arknights, a ton of other stuff. The only thing that I really don't like is Fate Go. Fate Go was my white whale of like, boy, I wish this game was good. I wish I cared about this game's story at all. But because I like all the characters from like previous Fate stuff, it's just I don't like Fate Go's story at all. Oh, hello, Do Nothing Caterpillar. You've been working in my streams for a very long time. Thank you for showing up. Yes, I have Summer Tamamo. So a fun thing that I always thought would be really a fun stream thing would be like I would play Fate Go on stream if somebody pays me minimum wage to do it. Like, I'll play it, I'll read the story, I'll engage with the story, but I gotta be paid for it. So, please don't actually donate for that. That's a joke. I'm not actually going to do it. Unless enough people say, no, I would do that. But, I don't know. It's fine. But yeah, I like to just Google, look at the Google Play Store every so often, just look for new games, like idle games and stuff like that. Like, by idle, I mean, like, incremental games, not like Idle Master. Yeah, I think if I do a fucking subathon where it's like, I will continue to play Fate Go for as long as people throw money at me, that'd be very funny. Yeah, I might actually do that. It'd be very funny. Idle game. I bet some of those exist. I'm sure if I look at like QApp or something like that, I'm sure some people have made some stuff like that. But yeah, so I've played a bunch of games over the last 10 years or so, and so I like to look at them. Like every time a new thing comes out that's big, I was like, oh, I like to touch it for a little bit and see like, okay, what's this game doing that I like? What's this game doing that I don't like? Because in Fate Go, I can see like, okay, I don't like the combat system. I don't like how they're like adamant that there's never going to be like auto and stuff like that. It feels like they don't take the player's time seriously. But yeah, like Fate Go, I will at least, if I won't play the game on stream, I will maybe at least have something where I have to read all of the story. Yeah, World Flipper was fun. I played Japanese World Flipper for like a week because I was trying to get Xmas Inoho, because hey, I have a type. Can you tell? I think I spent more time re-rolling for her than I spent playing the game. And then when it actually came out in Global, I played a bunch. But it's fun. Yeah, the gacha is not great, I think. But yeah, the art style is really good. I like the art in that game a lot. I do like that it is pretty much like set it and forget it in a lot of ways. But yeah, Final Fantasy 14. Let's move on. So I've played Final Fantasy 14 since Alpha 1.0 Alpha. I won a contest from Alakazam, and if you've played Final Fantasy 11, you know exactly what that is. It was the fucking like Wowhead of the time. This like shitty wiki site. It was like the only resource that you had for stuff, because Final Fantasy 11 was a game where it was absolutely impossible. Like by design, like they would implement a quest and not tell anybody how to do it, or like where it starts, and you had to find like you had to like talk to your friends, you had to like go on message boards, you had to like crowdsource to figure out how to progress in the thing. Yep, it was absolutely miserable, absolutely garbage. But yeah, it was really of its time, let's say. But yeah, Final Fantasy 11. Oh, fuck, I played. God, I started playing in high school, so it was like, man. I remember I bought a hard drive. I bought the PlayStation hard drive because I was playing Resident Evil Outbreak, and I was like, "Oh, this game has like 7-minute loads between rooms, and I want the hard drive so I can play better." Because when you play it online, it's separated between people with a hard drive and people without the hard drive. So, I ended up. It also takes me 40 minutes to stop being egg, just in general. It's called executive dysfunction. God damn it. I laugh at my own jokes because somebody fucking has to. Thanks. I've been banished to the Shadow Realm. Fucking Yugi's here and he's fucking riding spinners. Yuki's grandpa's like, "Yo, dog, pimp my ride. My ride is a bike." It's okay. It's almost over. Let's continue. Yeah, I would love to do that. Do we have Woodforce? I didn't do that to Toffee. God. Next time I see Toffee, I'm gonna spin her on the floor. I want a cat. But yeah, so I played a shit ton of Final Fantasy 11. I started, like, because I had the hard drive, I was trying to play Resident Evil, and then I said, "Oh, well, I have a free trial of Final Fantasy 11. And I played it, and I was like, "Oh, shit. This game's really fucking good." Because, like, at the time, I'd played a shit ton of Final Fantasy games, and, like, I was like, I don't know, MMO with a monthly fee? I don't know. I'm a kid. I don't have a job. This sucks. But it ended up... I ended up meeting like some of my friends that are still here, that still know me to this day from Final Fantasy 11 and from the fucking GameFAQs message board. It's great. So I love it when that happens. So yeah, I played a shit ton of Final Fantasy 11. I have all the expansions on PS2 as far as they made, which is like everything up before Seekers. And I played on Xbox 360, and then I played on PC. And I still log in every so often. This year is the 20th anniversary of it, so they're doing something cool. I need to like, I keep like every like year or so, I'm just like, I'm gonna make a new character. But yeah, I like Final Fantasy a lot, like just in general, but like especially the MMOs, like Final Fantasy 14. I've been playing since the start. I finished Endwalker, and like it's such a fucking journey to get to the end of that game. Seeing how that game was in alpha, where the very first alpha of the game, nothing worked. All the mobs despawned. It was like a 2-hour block. Everything in the world despawned and nothing worked. So you're just running around this big empty land. Like it was like empty ass 1.0 Limsa. God. I played World of Warcraft, but I didn't play in Shadowlands. I played on and off over the course of years. I raided in Kata. Yeah, it's World of Warcraft, I think, has lost me in a way that it's never gonna get me back, and especially after all the Blizzard stuff going down. I don't see the point, really. God, I have so many more slides to go. I'm still on this. Yeah, I love Final Fantasy 14. I don't play it a lot anymore. Like I play it like once every couple of weeks. But I feel like maybe one day I will like level a new class and I'll stream that and just like do like a just chatting thing while I like do my roulettes and stuff. That's fun. That could be fun, yeah. But yeah, JRPGs. I fucking love JRPGs. I have so many of them. They're like old ones on Super Nintendo, like old ones on, like PlayStation 1. There's a ton of them. Like JRPGs are probably like my favorite genre. Yeah, the 5 billion polygon plant. Great. Oh, hey BB, hey. What's up? Welcome. Thank you for coming to my debut. You've been a really good friend. I'm glad you're here. Anyway. JRPGs, they're good. But yeah, like I love Final Fantasies. I love I mean, to be fair, you've been here for a very long time, like just in general. Like That's probably I think I met you like probably was it before I met like Clover, or was it like a little bit after that? I can't remember. Either way, it's been a couple months that we've known each other. Like you may have followed me beforehand. I don't actually remember. My memory is bad. Like I'm astounded that I know as many people as I do. It's great. My brain works in mysterious ways. It's called having ADHD. So yeah, like I love, anyway, Final Fantasy V is actually my favorite. I really love it. I love attempting to do the job fiesta every year and then never actually finishing it. Hydrate. Yeah, sure. I'll do it. I got Coca-Cola still. Give you a nice little sippy. Some a little audio poison. Yeah. JRPGs. I want to stream like the Wild Arms games again sometimes. God. So many good JRPGs. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter is also on my list. That game is cool. More people need to play that. God damn it! I knew this was going to be an issue. I knew it was going to happen. I did my best, okay? FF9 is good. Yeah, I like FF9. FF9, I feel like it's a lot of like it's kind of a black sheep because FF7 and 8 overshadowed it so much. Honestly, I like FF7 a lot. I think that the translation did it no favors in terms of like completely swapping Eris and Tifa's personalities. That's great. I think it's over. Yeah, there it goes. Cool. Really weird and bad games. God, these are both different things, but I love them a lot. Like things like, okay, Katamari is a weird game. It's not a bad game. Mr. Mosquito is a weird game and maybe a bad game? I don't know. Yeah, 13 is really good. Welcome, Akasaka Spicy, by the way. Yeah, Mr. Mosquito rips. Yeah, Ren actually was playing it pretty recently. I think. Was it Ren? It was somebody was playing Mr. Mosquito recently. I think it might have been Ren. God, I think somebody else. Oh yeah, Carol played it too. God, everybody loves. So there's a lot of games like I've like there's a lot of games that I've had on my list of like, oh, I want to play like, you know, like Brave Fencer Musashi and stuff like that. And like Mitt played that recently, and I was like, you know what, that's awesome. Like I'm not gonna get like weird and you know, defensive like, oh no, they stole my game. I'm gonna be like, no, that's awesome, because if you liked watching somebody play it, you're gonna like watching somebody else play it probably. If that's your favorite game and that's what you want to watch. And either way, I'm gonna play it regardless if anybody watches, so that's fun. So yeah, I love weird games. Like part of it is like going back to like the Toho accessories part, like Dojin stuff. I love when people have weird, unpolished ideas that just they get out there and they just try and they do as best as they can. And sometimes, like, you know, the graphics aren't there, like, you know, they're using placeholder stuff like that. Like Vampire Survivors is a good one, where it's like, okay, parts of this game are a little rough and basic, but like what is there is like rock solid. I love that kind of stuff. I also really love... Okay. Speaking of bad games, I forced myself, of my own volition, to play both Bubsy and Sonic 06 to completion on stream. Spike McFang is a weird game. That's right. I also played that. Yeah, Vampire Survivors owns. I can't wait to see how the game develops over time. It's $3 Go play it. It's really, really good. God. Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing. I'll play more Sonic 06 if people want me to play Sonic 06. I'll fucking go for all the golds. I'll do it in hard mode. I like that game. It's a mess, but I like it. I have to play. If I get my Xbox, I have to play it on 360 and get the achievements. Alberto Robert. Oh, that's right. I miss Loopy Loopy Man. I never talked to that guy. Alberto Robert, I remember talking to. I miss that gun guy, though. God, it's really good. I love that game. I hate playing it, but I love it. I especially hate playing as Silver. But yeah, so... I love weird games like that. I love games that just don't turn out right. Games that just aren't fun to play. Okay, if my Xbox 360 works, if I get a replacement Xbox 360, I will play Bomberman Act Zero. I have it. I have all of these weird games that Atlas put out on 360. I have Mindjack on the PS3. I have Last Rebellion. I have Trinity Universe. I have Cross Edge. I have... God, so many of these. I was about to say every Star Ocean, when I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess that kind of tracks, huh? God. I have so many weird PS2 games. I'm gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh! Falsebound Kingdom at some point. The fucking GameCube Ogre Battle that's basically just Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason. Why do I own these games? Because I'm an idiot and I spend my GameStop working money on them, and I just kept them forever. God, they're so fun. I love bad games. Do I have Duelist of the Roses? No, I think I have the Yu Yu Hakusho game, and I have Duel Masters. I think the discs are really scratched though. I think I got them because they were getting thrown out from GameStop because somebody tried to trade them in and couldn't. I have Sneak King. I could play Sneak King at some point. A big bumpin'. I have the entire trilogy. Oh god, I'm just looking at my shelf. There's so many bad games. Just Leisure Suit Larry box office bust. I don't know if you can stream that on Twitch. You might not be able to. I'm not sure. If I'm not going to push it. There's so many bad games. Sneak King is good. Actually, I would legitimately play Sneak King again. Sneak King is, like, in lieu of playing Metal Gear again, I would play Sneak King. Anyway, so I've talked a lot about games, and so we're moving down into the not actual game stuff part of the thing. Like, for example, localization. I've mentioned before, but I really like, seeing what people do with translations and stuff like that. Seeing, like watching, like reading people's rationale for what they do, like watching like a really, really good subtitled anime is fucking incredible. Like I know a lot of extremely talented fan subbers. Well, not fan. Well, no, they're probably fan subbers too. Like, I actually do know, yeah. But just professional, translators, professional like subbers that worked for like Funimation and Crunchyroll and everything. All the quote unquote real stuff. God, it's when you watch something that's really good and really funny in the base Japanese language, and it just has a fucking absolutely stellar translation on top of it. It's great. God, why is it Steiner? God, please. I was in a hotel room with an Airbnb with Steiner at one anime expo, and I have stories. This man is a walking disaster. I've told them on Twitter before, but boy, okay, hold on. Steiner time. Okay, it's Steiner time. He had these navy blue pajamas. They were so blue. And the sheets at the Airbnb were white. And the dye in his pajamas rubbed all over the sheets. And so he's like, well, this is bad. And I said, okay, well, you got to do wash, bud. So he goes and he's like, all right, cool. So he goes and he does some wash. And he pulls them out of the dryer, and they are just baby blue. The sheets are baby blue instead of white. And the reason was because he decided it would be a good idea to wash the pajamas and try to get the dye out of them in the same load as the sheets. And so he was like, do you think they're gonna notice? And I'm like, yeah, probably. That's a Steiner move. I love him. He's great. I'm worried about him a lot of times, but he's great. So yeah, localization, that's great. I love it. But yeah, like, okay, so I don't actually know who did the translation for this, but like one of my favorite animes of all time is Skull-Faced Bookseller Honda-san. God damn it, Honda-san. Honda-san. Yeah, it's basically about a bunch of weirdos who work at a bookstore. And it's a short, like 12-minute long episodes. It's only like 13 episodes long, but it is so fucking funny because it's so relatable. And the translation on it, which was on Crunchyroll, is phenomenal. Like, absolutely great. I don't actually know who did that, because, like, where localization isn't great about crediting its translators sometimes. But like some other stuff that I can name off the top of the head that I know who translated, like O Maidens in Their Savage Seasons, that was fucking great. And I think that was Katrina L who did that. Yeah, like that, like or like the Trails games, like specifically like Trails in the Sky, like having those games done by Xseed and like Hatsu and all those people that used to work at Xseed, like they're like, you know, like I am like fucking floored that those people like follow me on Twitter. It's great. Like all I did was translate a bunch of porn games, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, that stuff's great. I love my friends. I'm glad that I'm friends with so many people in the localization sphere. Pets. Show me your pets on Twitter. And by that I mean like cats and dogs and mice and rabbits and the snakes, I guess. Mostly the fuzzy ones I'm a big fan of. But yeah, I fucking love pets. I grew up with dogs. I grew up with golden retrievers. We always had one, and so there was a time where we bred one of them, and we had and so we had, you know, we ended up keeping one of the puppies. So we had two of them. We had a mother and daughter pair, and that was great. But boy, I love dogs. I love pets, but boy, you don't ever think about all the work that goes into making those, because it's a lot, and sometimes you learn things that you don't actually want to keep in your head ever. Yeah. Oh yeah, my parents' dogs are great. I don't get to see them that often because, you know, because I don't live with them anymore. Like I'm not even in the same state, and two, because of COVID. So, you know, it's hard. But yeah, I had a roommate who had a cat for a while, and she was great. She was a very spicy cat, but I liked her a lot. And when Cypress and I lived together, we had Toffee. They still have Toffee, but still. Toffee was the sweetest cat that I've ever met in the world. I miss her so much. So I keep thinking like, oh, I should get a cat, but like I should get a cat or I should get a dog or something like that. But the problem is that, like, you know, like I work, you know, like, you know, I have to leave. I have a job where I have to leave the house and work, and so I feel like foisting a lot of pet care on my roommate kind of sucks. So I'm not actually going to do that. But yeah, I think cats are probably okay. Cats are pretty independent. I would probably have the cat have an automated feeder, and then the cat would not be able to feed itself because there would be a hole in the thing. But basically you can see the bottom of the bowl, and the cat would just scream at it like fucking Toffee did. I love cats though; they're great. Shitposting on Twitter. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I do it so much. I've been told by multiple people that I'm so good at tweeting. I love just being able to tweet fucking whatever is just going through my head, just immediately, just head empty, just hit the fucking keyboard, let's go. That's great. I think a lot of people really appreciate that. You know, they're not always bangers, but still, I really appreciate it. And moms, lastly. Moms are so important, you know. We've got two on the screen right here. Grand Blue moms, Toho moms, Arknight's moms. Moms are so important. I just really like them. Just girls in general. Girls are my mom constantly. I'm always into a good series that, like, you know, just allows you to just pick up a bunch of moms from a catalog, which is maybe again why I like Toho so much. Man. How long have we been going? We've been going almost an hour and a half. Well, I mean, technically an hour, I guess, because because you had like 15 minutes lead up. But yeah, I got through the first major slide. We've got more. I think the other ones will probably go a little bit. Yeah, I fucking. Here's a list of Toho girls I want to be with my mom someday, and here's a copy of that list in case you throw it in the garbage. Yeah, I know that. The deer game? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I know that one. I've seen that around. I was wondering what that was, but that seems cool. All right, next slide. This is an important one. We've got some stuff to talk about on this one. So this is the story of how I became a streamer. So basically the whole reason that I'm a streamer, I mean, I've wanted to stream for a really long time. Like, it's been like what if I become one of those people that like Spoonie or something like that. It's like, oh, what if I make like YouTube videos where I just like make fun of games and stuff like that? I've been thinking about that for 10 years even. But obviously a little bit, obviously things have evolved a little bit since then. Like the need for yelly internet mans have changed, I guess. But like, I still really wanted to be a streamer. Like that was like an idea that I had in the back of my head. And then like I met Cypress, who is who. This is not really a secret. Like okay. Let me go straight up here. Like especially after the Rusia thing happened last week. Like I am going to take like a hard stance on people like talking about VTubers like past lives and or whatever you want to call it, like their identities and whatever like that. Like that shit sucks. Like you saw how this went down before, so like just don't fucking do that, man. Just fucking don't. But in this case, like because Cypress has talked about it themselves, and because like literally if you type Paprika Gallus into Twitter, it redirects to Catastrophe. So like it's not a secret. Like they clip their Twitter and everything like that. So yeah, just for the sake of this, I'll be talking about like Cypress and Paprika interchangeably. But yeah, so when I met Cypress in it was like April 2020 and we started dating, they really liked Cheerio Coco, like was their favorite VTuber, and so they wanted to get into VTubing, probably mostly because of that. And so they basically taught themselves how to rig a model and made the first version of Paprika, which isn't on the screen. This is the second version of Paprika. And they started streaming, and it was great because this was like back at the ground floor almost of like Hololive Gen 1 was like, like after like QZI came out, like it was, kind of like the golden age of VTuber, I guess, because like everybody was just getting on all at once. And so like, they had started VTubing and then said like, hey, do you want one too? I'll use the practice that I made from making mine to make you one. Yes, Paprika Drumstick is very good too. God, Babrika. Yeah, Babrika exists. Babrika, yep, there's Babrika. So like in 2020, like after Cypress as Paprika made my model and everything, we started like getting into like basically like meeting a lot of new people and stuff like that. So they ended up like being the like kind of like the founder of this little streamer group called Golden Egg. The logo of which is right there on the right. It's basically just a really, really small group of just like me, them, Dusk, which is Virtual Dusk, Chi, and Eclipse. It was like kind of just like the five of us just being like, hey, like we're gonna just be a little group and like we'll collab with each other and stuff like that. And like, we'll have people to do stuff. Like we'll play like 100% Orange Juice stuff together. And so we like, it was like, yeah, it's like, this is where we're gonna go. But it kind of, like, aside from just being a Discord channel where we talk together, it kind of didn't really become the thing that we maybe thought it was going to. Mostly just because it's like, well, I feel like I dragged my feet on streaming, like, because I was supposed to debut in December. I had like a whole big thing and everything, but I got cold feet and I said, oh, well, let me wait a little bit. And so I kept waiting and kept waiting and kept waiting. And by that time, like, Paprika as a character was on their way out. So Cypress stopped being Paprika on August 20th, which is only 2 weeks after I started regularly streaming. So we kind of had like, I guess, ambitions of like being like kind of like a streamer duo, I guess, but it just didn't work out that way. But like, yeah, you can tell like in my design, like the bird necklace, the chicken thing. Yeah, that's from Paprika. So I feel like if I ever do get my redesign, that's probably one of the first things on the chopping block, let's say. So yeah, but yeah, so Golden Egg was basically just sort of the five of us at first. And then we met Mint, and then Mint kind of joined as like I wouldn't say honorary member because like there kind of wasn't really any active members. It was kind of all the same. But yeah, everybody's Twitter handles is there. Paprika's Catastrophe, Clea's me. So yeah, Mint joined after we had these Paprika made these chibis. So Mint never got one. So that's just Mint's model. But yeah, you can follow all of these people. They're still around, except for like obviously Catastrophe is just like an art account now, more or less. But yeah, Cypress is just like mostly just doing like commissions on that account. But we have me, which is Pastel Chum VT, Dusk. So Dusk is still streaming at Virtual Dusk. However, Dusk streams like 95% in Japanese. So they play a shit ton of Among Us, like almost every day. And we're actually working on mods and stuff like that. So Dusk, you're probably like, if you don't speak Japanese, you're probably not going to get too much out of following them, but still. Oh yeah, Dusk has been playing Lobocorp too. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to see the Japanese version of Lobotomy Corporation, go ahead. So yeah, you can go give everybody a follow if you want. Eclipse does a lot of tabletop stuff, and like a lot of like RPG, like tabletop role playing stuff. Chi just got into like sim racing. She's also an artist. She did the Clea channel logo that's on the bottom of the screen right now. But like I said, Paprika, aka Cypress, did all of the other art. So that's the one thing that she did. But she is great. Go follow them, or go follow her. And Mint's actively streaming too. Mint's a very good friend. But she's an extremely sweet person. I would highly recommend giving her a follow if you don't. But yeah, so we were kind of like, this kind of loose friend circle for a while, and then because we never actually did anything, it sort of, I wouldn't say it fell apart. It just sort of never went where to begin with. But yeah, so August 6th, 2021 was when I first decided that I was like, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to stream. I don't want to do a debut. I'm just going to practice, right? Because I'm not going to get better if I don't. And so that's when I did my first stream, like my first weekly streams. Okay, I've streamed like a couple times on and off beforehand. But this was like, hey, I'm going to stream like twice a week, and then I'm going to stream twice the next week. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, seeing Paprika is weird. I still have so because Cypress used my computer for a while when they came to visit, I have their models. I have like a whole lot of like weird like emotes and stuff that they did for commission. I still have all the assets for that stuff. So for like Artemis and Hoshino Char, like I still have the PDF file, the PDF, like the CSF or whatever files for that stuff. That's fun. For all their Discord emotes and stuff like that. It's fun to look at those things. But yeah, I'm not actually gonna like boot up their models or anything like that, or like the old Paprika models. I have them. It's fun to like every once in a while. I'm like, maybe I should boot this up and like double check and see if my model is like as animated as those were, because I feel like there was like a quality gap between them for a little bit. But I don't know. It's fun. So yeah, so August 6th, 2021, Clea begins. Let's do the next slide. There we go. My first regular stream, I played a Pokemon Emerald and Randomizer Nuzlocke, and it went incredibly poorly. You can see the face that I'm making right there is somebody who's realized that their entire party is about to get wiped. In a single succession, and they have no backups and nothing else to do because they didn't level any characters up or any Pokemon other than like the two that they were using. So that was fun. But yeah, since then I've streamed like probably about at least like twice a week, except for like weekends where I was like weeks where I was like away on vacation or just like where I was sick or something like that. But I've streamed over 250 hours, which sounds like fucking incredible. That's like over 10 days. It's probably even more than that by now, because this was like the last time I counted. So yeah, I've streamed so much. God, it really feels like it feels like I've only started like a couple weeks ago, but it's, man, you got a lot of practice in, I guess. I forgot about this slide. Okay, hold on. I'm not gonna fucking get mad at the slide. Hold on. Why don't I? Okay. How about this? How about I get worried at the slide? How did you know that I was going to do that? I'm gonna get embarrassed at the slide. Thank you to whoever sent me the stream deck. I'm making good use of it. All right, that's okay. All right, so I'm not going to swap. I'm going to forget which capture this. Okay, it's this one. It's this one. Okay. So I gotta exit out of full screen on this. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! You don't see that! That's spoilers! No! Stop it! Oh, because display capture is still on. Duh. Fucking genius. Fucking 500 IQ. You saw nothing. Okay, where's the... Okay, there it is. Okay. Anyway, here's the right one. I have to use fucking display capture for the full screen. There we go. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so in the last couple days, I've been uploading all my stuff. And I'm mad at the slide now. I'm so mad at this fucking slide. God damn it. I'm so mad at slides. I hate slides. Okay. Back to normal. Is that normal? It's hard to tell sometimes. So yeah, so over the last couple days, I've been uploading all my VODs, and so I started doing this like a couple weeks ago, and I uploaded them all and just forgot to like do the tagging on them because I got overwhelmed because there's so many fucking VODs, dude. It's so hard because like I couldn't just cross post from YouTube or from Twitch because they were so old, and so here we have the very first thing, which is the very first thing I uploaded. I tried to go in order, and then I basically said, I'm going to catch up on certain things first. So I have my Nuzlocke run. I have my Link to the Past runs. I've got all of Lobotomy Corporation. I've played probably like 30 hours of this now, right? It's a lot. My whole run of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like I played Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. But yeah, there's like almost over 50 videos here on my archive. Actually, I can do this too. Bam. Now you have a link to it. Awesome. Yeah, so I've got all my stuff all up to date. This is all my VODs, except for there's only a couple things I didn't upload. One, I lost my BizHawk Shuffler, and I did not upload my Outer Wilds and Metroid Dread and Disco Elysium, just because I felt like I got a little heated in those. I got a little tilted, and I feel like I still have the VODs for those, and I might upload them again someday. But I feel like they would not be good things for people to discover. So I've learned from my lessons a little bit, So yeah, I have playlists that have all the stuff in sequence. So you can see all the Link to the Past runs if you want. You can catch up on any of these other runs. I finished Bloodborne on stream, which is great. I did not finish Bubsy. I've only contained it. Toho is basically just the actual real-ass games, doing Breath of the Wild Master Mode. There's a lot of stuff going on. Hey, I got a new subscriber in the last couple of minutes. Thank you. So yeah, I just wanted to show this off and say, hey, this is one of the things that I was working on this is one of the things that I wanted before my debut happened. I wanted to be able to show everybody hey, I uploaded all this stuff. It's all preserved. You can go watch it if you want. Some of it, yeah. Obviously some of it has 0 views because I put it up 22 hours ago. I unprivated it. Yeah, so yeah, it's all there if you want. Go ahead and take a look at it. I will in the future be better at uploading stuff after the fact. Of course, there's because I am a affiliate, there's a 24-hour window before I can upload it to YouTube, lest I break the rules for Twitch. So, but the archives on Twitch stay around for a while, so that's fine. I'm gonna highlight some things on Twitch. I think I'm definitely gonna highlight this VOD for the debut, so people can just go watch that, and that'll just live on Twitch. What else we got? Anyway, back to the other slides. I think let's do. If I do, no, back to this one. Let's do the slideshow. I think this might start me at the beginning. No, it's fine. Oh, I could have just done this. This is fine, actually. Anyway, yeah. So now here's the fun part. This is the part where I talk about all the games that I'm currently streaming, which I already sort of just did. So a fun thing about all the games that I'm streaming, they're all kind of on the long side. Lobotomy Corporation is, I have no idea how far, I've done half of the quote unquote boss fights in that game, but there's still a lot of left to it, probably another 30 hours even. So I have no idea when that's going to end. Breath of the Wild, if I just do, so I've gotten 2 of the big dungeons, the big bosses in Breath of the Wild. So you could technically say that I'm halfway through that game. I could put a pin in that pretty quickly. Hitman 3, I'm almost done with the Hitman 3 campaign. And then after that, I'm going to maybe do the DLC, and I'll probably put that one aside for a while. Hitman 3 is the kind of game that I want to come back and do challenges for. I want to just pull it out every once in a while and just be let's work on some achievements. Let's maybe try to do suit only or Silent Assassin or suit only Silent Assassin. Labyrinth of Toho is also a game that I've been playing for a while. That's a really fun stream because I have it runs very poorly in Windows 10, so I have to run it in a virtual machine. And so because I'm running it in an XP virtual machine, I like to get a little funky with the presentation on that one. It's running in a 640 by 480 virtual machine. So I like to get I like to get my best/worst meaties and just go to town on that. But that game, I know it's kind of grindy and like maybe not the greatest thing to watch, but I'm almost done with the main story of that. I think after I beat the final boss on floor 20, I'll probably put it aside, and maybe it's someday I'll come back to it and do 21 to 30 from the bonus disc. But yeah, oh yeah, no, like I definitely won't. Like I'll try Pseudo-Only Silent Assassin. I don't think I'll be able to finish any of them because they're fucking hard. I don't think I've ever done one. Like you could maybe do them on some of the maps if you know where to snipe them. Like it's probably okay. Like if you get the cycles down, but like dude, Hitman's so fun. Especially now that I upgraded my PC thanks to fucking generous donations from people viewing. I was able to upgrade my PC because my PC was almost a decade old. Like my CPU, and so I had to upgrade that, and now it runs like butter now because my specs are pretty good for the most part now, but I have like a 1070 Ti, but my CPU was fucking like 9 generations old, so now I have a brand new one. It's 10 cores. I've got brand new RAM, it's DDR4. And I could easily get another 16 gigs and bump myself from 16 to 32 on RAM. But for the most part, I think I'm okay on that. But I'm a little worried about Elden Ring, like playing it and streaming at the same time, because I've heard some people have issues with that game, with like stutters and stuff like that, and that like not recording and like OBS helps. But I don't know. But yeah, Elden Ring, speaking of, is one of the games that I want to stream, and I'm probably gonna do that soon. Like I might even start it as soon as tomorrow, just because of like there's a spoiler like moratorium on that, I guess, like that lasted apparently like 24 hours because everybody's talking about that game so much, and I know fucking nothing about that game. I know that there are crabs in it. I think there's a horse. Everybody wants milk, or no, is it milk or old ladies? It's either old ladies or milk. It's one of the two. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, I want to play Elden Ring before I get spoiled too much. I know fucking nothing about that game. Yeah, who doesn't want milk? Yeah, that's right, Bree. Uh-huh. Gabriel Archetypes and... yeah. But yeah, some other games that I want to play. I want to play Shadow of Memories, which is a weird PS2 game made by Konami. It's basically almost like a point-and-click adventure. Like you have to stop yourself from getting murdered in a time loop. And the main character kind of looks like Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2. And there's this weird magical twink called the Homunculus, who is voiced by Charles Martinet, aka Mario. It's a very strange game. I played it a really long time ago, but I want to replay it. Yeah, and assorted retro games. Yeah, I promise I don't just always play games that take like fucking 10 episodes to finish. I want to play a lot of shorter games, like go through like weird platformers and stuff like that I can finish in like an hour or something. Like things like, okay, games that I had from my childhood, like Flying Warriors or like Widget or maybe not Wampum because Wampum's problematic, but like stuff like that, like the Flintstones games and stuff like that. God, so many good cool games. Viva Pinata is a game that I just want to chill out. Like that's a game that I always wanted to go back to, and like I figured streaming's a perfect time for that. Just let it go. Breakfast and Musashi, I mentioned before, is one of my favorite games of all time. Fucking phenomenal soundtrack in that game. Holy shit. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite game soundtracks of all time. Three Houses. Fire Emblem Three Houses. I never actually finished. I've tried to play a game like 4 times, and I've never actually finished it. I've never even gotten to the time skip. So, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is also a game that I played once. I got like 20 hours in. I think I got to like a hot springs area, and I kind of gave up. I fell off of it, and I just wanted to go back to it. And I figured like streaming is probably pretty fun. But that game has like gacha kind of stuff to it, so I feel like watching people play that game for the first time, or even like just watching people play again, it's like cool. You never know what you're gonna get and what you're gonna work with. Trauma Team. I fucking love Trauma Team, and it's been so long since I played it. What a weird fucking Wii game. I love the God, yes, Breakfast of Musashi is so good. It's one of my favorite games. Most people bought it because it had a demo for Final Fantasy VIII, which I think I maybe like, that was not... I played it at my cousin's house, and I'm pretty sure that he probably bought it because he wanted the FF8 demo, but I just fucking loved the game in general, and I asked my parents for it, but it was probably out of print, so they had to go somewhere weird for it or buy it from eBay. Trauma Team, yes. Trauma Team, okay, Trauma Team is the spin-off of Trauma Center, where you have like 7 different characters, and they do like different things. So like there's one person is like a nurse, one person is like like an emergency response person. One person is like a almost kind of like House, like a diagnostician. One person is like a full-on surgeon, like the Trauma Center games. One person is like, God, I can't remember the rest of it, but like they all have different forms of medicine, and they all like their stories like crisscross in weird ways. It's really fun. A bunch of really weird things happen in that game. It's a really fun game to stream because the story goes places. Rhythm Heaven Fever. I fucking love Rhythm Heaven, and I love Rhythm Heaven Fever. Like, it was one of my favorites, and I want to try to like go for perfect on everything on stream, because I'm really good at I feel like I'm pretty good at rhythm games for the most part, but Rhythm Heaven Fever is just like, it's really hard to go through some of those things perfect. They're really hard, but they're also really cute. I just love that game a whole lot. I want to play the other Rhythm Heavens too, but Fever is my favorite for sure. That 3DS1 Megabix or whatever, I played that I bought that before a plane ride once and played the entire thing in Japanese on a plane when I could barely hear it. It was fun. But yeah, Pokemon. I have entertained the idea of doing a living dex. So I have Sword and Shield that I played like maybe 20 hours of it, because mostly it was just like in the wild area as soon as it opened up. But now that there's like so many Pokemon games, like, and you know, Pokemon Box and Pokemon Home or whatever exists, like you can definitely port everything forward. So that's something I want to like try to do, is just try to make a living dex and like do one of these things where I just name everything off people in chat or whatever's running through my head, and we'll just have like an ongoing thing and port them forward into new games. Maybe do like some Nuzlocks and stuff like that, you know, along the way. I feel like that could be like a really fun long running series, because I fucking like Pokemon. I don't play it enough, but it's Pokemon. Yeah, I was in like, God, I was in middle school when Pokemon hit. Like, I was watching the anime. I was sold on the games from day one. Like, I was talking to all my friends about what was happening in the anime on a daily basis. It was great. Man, Pokemon's great. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, I mentioned before, is a fucking weird game. It has a lot of the systems that would go on to be in like Dead Rising. Of like, hey, you get as far in as you can, and then oops, suddenly you're not powerful enough to do this, so you have to go back to the beginning, or go back to your save file with all your stuff. That game's so fun. My tags? What's funny about my tags? Do I have anything funny in my tags? Oh no, I guess I don't have Chad. I know a lot of my friends were using Chad for a while, like the country. But I don't know, it's fun. Yeah, so I have so many bad 360 games. I have Bomberman Act Zero. I have, God, all these fun games that I could be playing if I had a working 360. Art and video tags? I don't actually know what you're talking about. That's because honestly, all I see are, there's the IRL in the category, and then VTuber, transgender, lesbian, woman, she, her. I don't know where you're getting art from. Weird. Anyway. Video games. Oh, right. The tags on the screen. Got it. Great. Oh, I get it. I thought you meant the stream tags. I'm an idiot. This isn't... Okay, this is like that time when I was mixing Kool-Aid on the stream while something weird was happening in Lobotomy Corporate. I was doing like a chorus impression, and somebody walked into the stream and was like, what am I walking into? Things are weird. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry, I'm mixing Kool-Aid. I'm not paying attention to the fact that there's fucking ridiculous filters and words flying all over the screen. Anyway. But yeah, who knows? Yeah, I have so many games that I want to play, and I'm so capricious, like maybe this is the ADHD talking, and maybe it's just like I just jump all over the place. I just miss things sometimes. It's really funny. Yeah, so yeah, my art tags are also on the stream. Yeah, please draw my wife as my art tag on Twitter. It is so that is the general fan art and image tag. Basically, if it's an image, it will go into that. So like I also have a bunch of fun. We're gonna go take a look at this later. Honey Melon Hime actually drew something for me right before I went live on this, like about an hour and a half before that, and I was very, very happy about that. So we're gonna see it on stream. It's great. So yeah, this is like, if you have any images or memes or something like that, that's where it's gonna go. Like shit posts, if it's an image, if it's got an image component, probably it just goes in there. I don't know if we maybe need like a shit post or like memes or like something like that. Like I don't know, please meme my wife or something like that. I don't know. I don't like meme as a verb. It's weird. So yeah, if you have images and stuff and you want to tag me and you don't want to just tag me in the image, you can put it in that. That's fine. Like funny screen caps or something like that. Just put it in there too. That's probably fine. Yeah, so I'm okay with R18 stuff. If you want, if that's something you want to draw, go ahead. Like, be my guest. I would be forward by that. If you have any questions about hey, do you think I would be okay with this? Like, just go ahead and ask me. It's fine. Like, I'll tell you. I'm generally pretty open about a lot of stuff. Like, I have one thing. While I have you here, there's one. I have maybe one rule about art stuff, okay? Now, how many ears do I have? I'll give you a hint. I can give you a bigger hint. How about this? Oh, Celia! Good timing. Welcome to ear chat. We're talking about ears. Look at my ears. These are the only 2 ears I have. I do not have people ears. I do not have human ears. Hold on. Let me do a shout out to Celia. What were you doing? Elden Ring. Awesome. Cool. Hope you had fun with that. How am I wearing my glasses? Shut up. The same way runes in Grand Blue do. It's a series of pulleys and levers. But yeah, so I don't know. You'll see it on my. I don't know if my character sheet, my reference sheet shows it very often, but like I don't have human ears. It's just these 2, and they move when I blink. And that's just a weird like pet peeve of mine when it comes to designing characters. Like all my like OCs with edible ears, they all have them where the human ears would be. So you literally can't with elastic. Sure, good. straight from my. Okay, here's the thing. I don't want to call Sai my mama because that's fucking weird. But I mean, I guess they kind of are. We're not gonna say that. Anyway, yes. So, yeah. So in all of my character designs for my own personal characters, they have animal ears that cover up where the actual human ears would be. So there's literally no way you could fuck that up. So yeah, it's just hair there. It's just hair. So you could maybe see it on the reference sheet. But yeah, I just wanted to. That's the one pet peeve of mine. If you mess that up, I will notice. I will notice. But yeah, anyway, back to R18 stuff. Like I said, I'm generally okay with it. I don't have any issues with it. And I'm okay with it going in the regular art tag. I don't want to make a separate one for that. Especially now that Twitter has the ability to put tags on those things and put those little blurs. So yeah, if you just put that in there and just put your little nudity tags on it, so nobody has to see it if they don't want to, that would work just fine for me. Because I don't want to have like, please draw my wife R18. I don't want to have like, God, I fucking hate the word lewd. So please fucking do not use please lewd my wife. Like fucking no, just never, please. God, just don't. Anyway, so yeah, just toss it in there. Just be considerate that maybe other people might not want to see it. And this also, the other thing is that like this, hey, like this is an 18 plus community. Like you got to be an adult to be on my Twitter or my Twitch. And so because of that, like, you know, I'm willing to say like, yeah, that's that. And plus like at some point, like art is art, you know, like what's the difference between a tasteful nude and an untasteful nude? at some point. Like a lot of times you'll see like people draw like swimsuits and put that in people's like adult tags, and it's like that seems a little too much for me. You know what I mean? Like that could go in the regular. So that's this is my weird like I don't know. Talk. This is my weird TED talk, I guess. I don't know. That's just the one thing that I don't know. It's the one thing that I thought about, and so it's like this is the one thing that I want to put some thought into and say like, okay, here's my opinion on this, and here's why I think this. Dorito powder. Where did you get Dorito powder from? I lost that that train of thought. Anyway, so yeah, like anyway, God. Yeah, so group stuff. Like if you wanna draw like, you know, some group stuff, like, hey, generally I'm okay with that. Like, you know, I wouldn't be against it. However, please make sure that all parties are okay with it. Because I don't want a situation where, like, you know, it's like, oh, like, you know, like, let's say you have, like, two favorite VTubers, and you're like, oh, I want to draw them together, doing stuff, and I either don't know them, or I've had awkward interactions with them in the past, and I'm just like, it's kind of an awkward thing for all around, you know? Like, I think, yeah, like, hey, if you want to draw just, like, ecchi stuff, or horny stuff, or, like, porn stuff, just like I said, just put it under a cut, just, you know, or, like, link to it offsite on your Pixiv or something like that. I don't know, that's fine. But I don't want to really maintain two tags for that if I can avoid it, just because, well, like I said, at some point art is art, you know, like whether or not you're, you know, like if you're creating if it's like one of those fucking like if you know, if you make an NPC that moves faster than I walk, and it's like if you make an NPC, you are making video games, reductive things. But yeah, like I said, just be cool, kind of like just. I can't stop anybody from drawing what they want and posting it wherever they want or doing whatever they want with it. All I can do is ask, just be kind. Don't be a jerk if you can avoid it. So yeah, that's about it for that. Also, I would be really grateful if, like, I'm not expecting any of that, but if anybody does, like if anybody wants to, like, get any skebs or something like that for me, it's like, that's fine. Like, go ahead, do it. You don't need to ask me first. Yeah, so anyway, the video tag. The video tag is please clip my wife, and that is essentially just like, it's just the all-purpose video tag. Like, if you want to put like GIFs in there too, that's probably fine. Basically, anything that's a video can go in there. Like, so we're gonna be like a straight clip from Twitch, or if you want to like edit stuff down and subtitle it. Why do I pronounce GIF like that? Because the people who made GIF pronounce it like that. Please don't put your GIFs in there. Put your Zen GIFs in there. Your Zen GIFs. Do your charge attacks. Do your grapples. He's not a charge character. He's a grapple character for sure. Yeah. Spinning will continue until virality improves. It's GIF, and I'll fucking die in a hill on that. Okay. Anyway, we'll wait for this to finish before we move on. God, we've been going for 2 hours. That's a lot. Yif? God, no. You're going to Homestuck jail for that. I don't know. It's also if you're playing like Doom, it's gibs, like giblets. Anyway. So, I don't know, like we can make other tags, like if it ends up being an issue that we need like a meme tag or something like that, like I don't know, it depends on how much interaction I get, right? Like if I don't get a whole lot, like it doesn't really matter. So so there's that, and then like Oshi marks, like I don't know. So when I considered that, I looked at Twitter and I took a search, and like I was thinking like, okay, so obviously like Fox is probably fucking done to shit. Fox, like ramen's done to shit. So like, okay, what about if it's a combo like Fox ramen? And I looked at that and it's like, well, there are like 6 people that are actively still using Fox ramen. So, I don't know. It's kind of low hanging fruit, right? So I was thinking for a while, like what, like I don't know what actually to I don't know what to do, but the thought came through my mind of like, okay, if I'm going to, Wouldn't it be funny if it was like Fox poop emoji because I'm so stinky? I would be okay with that. It would be very funny. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that that's that, but like, you know, I gave it some thought. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, I figured I would toss this over to my community and see what they thought. Yeah. Uh huh. But yeah, it's fan names. I don't really have one of those either. If anybody wants to spitball some ideas, like I'm up for suggestions. I just don't know what. So if we want to group think this, here's the thing though. I'm really good at naming the thing the one time, but I can't do it on command. I've told the story about how I got there. Yeah, I don't know. We can think about it. Bitches, no. That's not good. I feel bad about that one. Okay, okay. Why don't we move on a little bit? Benches? No. I appreciate the spitballing. I do. Okay. I don't remember how many more things I have left. This one. Yes, this one. This one's important. Goals for the future. This is, yeah, birches. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Why does it have to be bitches, though? Why can't it be normal? Why can't it be nice? Why can't it be kind? So birth? No. Fuck off. Get out of here. I'm gonna time you out for that. I'm not actually, but imagine you are. Just don't talk. Yeah, you're all birthers now. Fucking get it. Enjoy. What's up? What's going on today, birthers? Fucking, yeah. Read any good MPreg lately? Flat birthers. It's good. So yeah, let's go. Goals for the future. Yeah, so one of the reasons the biggest reason that I got into streaming at all is because I am, like, despite being a weirdo who never shuts up, I feel like I'm really introverted. And so part of streaming is I want to break out of my shell and meet a lot of new people. And so far I've met so many cool people just from just like saying hi. Like, that's how I met Mint. That's how I met Clover. That's how I met like a lot of other people, even through them. Just like, you know, seeing a cool VTuber and saying like, hi, I think you're like, you know, I think you're really funny. I think your model's cute and stuff like that. It's just absolutely. You're just still going on over there, huh? Well, that's fine. I'm trying to have a moment here, please. But yeah, it's one of them. Like, I'm not. Like, I don't ever. I've said this before. I've said this like a billion times. I don't ever want to do like follow for follow stuff. I don't want to follow 2,000 people. I want the people that I follow to matter to me. You know, like I want to meet people. I want to meet people who are, you know, either really passionate about like VTubing or like the stuff that I make, or like, you know, like people that do a whole bunch of cool things on their own. Because like those are the kind of people that I just want to surround myself with. Just people who are fun to be around, people who make cool things that I can say like, hey, I'm this person's peer. Like this person is doing something, they inspire me to go on. God, the Seaman. God. If I had a Dreamcast, I would play Seaman. Dan Reichert was playing Seaman recently, I think. Sigurd and Bird have been playing Seaman too, I think. God, I keep mispronouncing Seaman. just I forgot the name of the game isn't actually Seaman. I hate video games. Seaman 2, the sequel. So yeah, I want to meet people. Like I want to meet VTubers and then like, you know, have them have them notice me, but like I don't mean that in like a weird way. I think I'll just be like, hey, I want people to just, you know, like say like, oh, you're cool and I want you as a friend too. Stuff like that. That's what I want. So I don't care if I ever do. Yes, that's true. I'm a woman. Women are key smashing in my DMs constantly. It literally happened twice to me within 10 seconds today. Two different women key smashed to two different conversations simultaneously. And then in saying so, on Twitter, I got a whole bunch more people doing it in my mentions and in my DMs on Twitter. So I opened up a can of worms by tweeting that, huh? Anyway. Oh, hold on. I scratched my head and it got weird again. the fucking Farquaad pointing women. Anyway. Yeah, so again, one of the reasons that I really want to Yukari E is also really good. I'm suddenly reminded of. I don't know how prevalent that meme is. I think that was just a Ray Sigilink thing. That's fine. Anyway, one of the reasons that I want to stream is because I like a lot of weird games, so like Brave Fencer Musashi, like stuff like that, like randomizers and stuff like that. I want to play things that I want to play and like have a good time and say like, hey, here's this thing that I really like. I want to gush about this thing and show it to other people and then be like, oh wow, this is a really cool game. Thank you for showing it to me, Clea. You're having a great time too, and I appreciate this. So yeah, that's one of my big goals is to just like, play things that I want to play more. Like Elden Ring is like a kind of game that I want to stream just because like, hey, I want to like, obviously everybody's playing Elden Ring and you're gonna like, there are a lot of people who are gonna watch people playing Elden Ring, but that's not really why I want to play it. But I want to play like Touhou because obviously I fucking love Touhou. I want to play like Dojin games that I really like. I want to play all sorts of fun stuff that you probably wouldn't see elsewhere, or if you do, maybe wouldn't see with like the take that I have on it. Because everybody's different. There are as many different takes in the world as there are human beings in the world, and I'm not a human being. I'm a fox, so that's fine. I don't even count. Huh. The first time your follow list has not been only Elden Ring, because I'm doing a fucking debut, obviously. Yeah, Fox is... God. Clover was talking about doing a Fox VTuber collab, and I hope they actually do it, because that would be great. I would really... So I've never done a collab, and so, like, I know a lot of people who would love to do a collab with me if I asked. But yeah, I know, like Honey has basically been like, hey, let's collab someday. And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do that. But, I wouldn't have had any plans for that. I've maybe talked about that with like Mint once or twice to be like, oh yeah, would you be around to guest on this maybe? Or something like that. But yeah, like, no promises on any of that stuff because I am super introverted and I have trouble asking people for things. And I also because I don't have experience with it, I don't really know like how all the OBS sharing stuff works. It's fun though. I would love to embarrass myself on somebody else's stream, just as long as I'm not like talking over them or being like domineering or something like that. It's hard to tell sometimes because I do talk so much. But I also do get quiet sometimes, but it's fine. I would love to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Hell yes, dude. God, that was a game that I was gonna recommend playing that with like a Honeymelon, but unfortunately she already played that with somebody else, I think. So I feel like it might be a little stale on her end, but I feel like that's a really good game to play if you don't know somebody that well, because it's just like, hey, you barely even have to do anything like video game wise. It's just talking into a microphone. That's all it is, or at least for one person. God, it's really fun. I played a shit ton of that game with my real life friends when I was back living with them, but unfortunately we're all super far away and we just don't have time for that stuff anymore. Life is hard. But yeah, one of the reasons that I also wanted to stream is like, hey, like I want to have like enough people where I can play like I can do stuff like that, like Jackbox stuff, or like say like, hey, like why don't we just like play some funny like browser game, like or like do like a just chatting thing and like have a moving chat for that kind of stuff. So yeah, that stuff's great. Yeah, have more confidence in myself is also like a big part of what I said. So like I want to do a lot of things that I would be scared to do, which includes like, talking to people that I wouldn't normally talk to. Like I've had a lot of people follow me on Twitter that like I thought were way out of my league in terms of like VTuber. Like, wow, this person is way cooler than me. But it's because I initiated and I said hi, like I rated them and I said like, oh yeah, I love your stuff. And, I talked to them in their chat and stuff like that. And it always feels so good when you do that. And somebody just says like, yeah, it's just, like when you basically have somebody say like, oh yeah, you're cool, actually, I want to see more of your stuff. I've said that before, but it's how I feel. So I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to have opportunities that I wouldn't be able to do just because I was too afraid to. Like, there are a lot of things that, like, I am bad with. Okay, here's a fun thing. I don't know if it's a trans thing or an anxiety thing, but boy, I fucking hate phone calls. Phone calls give me so much anxiety. And so, like, the idea of like VTubing, like, if you think of that as a phone call, which I don't, it's fine. Like, it's totally different because, like, you obviously have some sort of audiovisual stuff attached to it. But like, for whatever reason, like, phone calls are still horribly scary, even though I talk into a mic for over 10 hours a week, almost, it feels like. So that stuff, yeah, I want to feel better about myself. I want to do stuff like that. Yeah, streaming. Yeah, but here's the thing, like streaming, like talking to a microphone like this is super easy, but the concept of like getting into streaming, like learning how everything works, learning how to use OBS, how to make sure everything works as planned, it's great. But yeah, group stuff is fun. I want to have like nights like this where I just have a whole bunch of people in the chat, and so it feels like I'm not just talking to myself sometimes. Obviously that can't always happen because people have schedules, and this is kind of a special event. But if I do get bigger, like, that's what I want more than just like, oh, monetization or anything like that. Because, like, I don't know, like, subs are nice and stuff like that, but like, that's not what I'm in for. I'm not here to like pay my rent from this. Whack the damage from older generations that allow you to process the terrible audio quality. Yep, I know that feeling. God, masks have made things worse too, because like whenever I'm on the phone, like at work or something like that, like I feel just compelled to take my mask off. So it's like, no, you need to speak as clearly as possible into this phone to make sure that they're not mishearing you. And it's like, no, I don't want to pull my mask down actually because of COVID, but it sucks. It sucks. Anyway. Yeah, so become the stinkiest fox imaginable. This is a weird thing to say, but what I basically mean is, like, I want to expand my horizons. I want to put more, like, I want to script more fun things into OBS. I want to... God. Yeah. I just hope people don't answer if I call. Awesome. Yeah, I would love to leave a message. It's great. Yeah, but also, hi, Nilam. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I've seen you around for a very long time, and in other people's chats too. You're great. But what I want to do is just like step outside my comfort zone and because like I've seen people do a lot of really, really cool and really, elaborate things in like VTube Studio, like whole things that setting up whole gags and stuff that can be done with like stream decks and stuff like that. I really want to like do stuff like that, but obviously like I'm not an artist, so there's only so much that I can do. In terms of like programming stuff or like scripting things or even like coming up with ideas. The spinning stuff is really fun. Spinning stuff was the first thing that I ever came up with, and I didn't know how to make it move, so I had to move so basically once I found out that there was a plugin that you could use to move things on a filter, I wanted to okay, I need to figure out how to do this, and then basically just made a little loop. Then it basically just does a full rotation, and then the loop resets it, and it does it again. And I adjusted the speed, and then I figured out, oh, if you make this a scene, you can stick it on top of anything, and then as soon as it goes in, the music will play and everything. It's great. It's so convenient. I could even set that up to a button with the Stream Deck if I wanted. But yeah, so speaking of Stream Decks, you can actually get there's an app on your phone. If you have an Android or iPhone, and basically just allows you to basically use the Stream Deck functionality just on a phone on the touchscreen, and it still links up to the actual same Stream Deck thing. I actually just found that out today when I went to install it, the Stream Deck functionality. So yeah, that's an option, Touch Portal or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, you don't necessarily need a Stream Deck to do it. And then plus, like, Stream Deck also, like, even if you only have one with like 10 keys or something like that, you can set up folders on it. So basically you tap something, like, rather than just actually doing the thing immediately, you tap it and then it opens up a whole new set of things, and then you tap the thing from there. And you can have folders inside folders too, I believe. So you can have multiple things going on at once. Yeah, it's really yeah. Oh yeah, if you use your phone as your webcam, if you're using like, the iPhone stuff, that's not great. It kind of limits your possibility, but yeah, I have like I said, I have a Stream Deck because somebody bought it for me on Throne. Thank you very much, by the way, whoever that was. And so right now I only have like the 4 VTube Studio emotions set to it, but like there's all sorts of things that I could get up to. I could basically like have it change my Twitter thing, set it to live, and do like an automatic post if I wanted to. I think I could have it open all of the programs that I need all at once. So like VTube Studio, the Streamlabs stream thing that tracks like the latest followers and stuff like that. All that stuff can open up all at once. Like OBS, all those things I can press with a single button and pop open with if I wanted to script that. So that's really cool. I like that it exists and that's an option. So learning new skills, yeah. So like I'm not actually an artist, and I don't think I'll ever have an artist because I don't have a brain like that. I can't visualize things the way that some people can, I think. So like I can draw up like basic cartoons, but it's never going to be the way that I have it in my head. It's never ever going to be, I'm never going to have an idea and be able to execute on it. It's just like I put something down and it's like, well, this is kind of what it looks like. Yeah, if you have a cheap tablet, that works too. But yeah, you can do a lot of fun stuff with that if you put your mind to it. So yeah, like one of the things that I want to do is like maybe get into like live 2D rigging a little bit, and like because like my model only has like so much art assets in it, but like there's a lot of like silly things that I could do. Like what if I had like a redeem that just made my ears really big, or like hacked together a really funny dab. Because the thing about rigging, so what I believe is that all it really is just moving like pieces around. It's like if you've ever seen like a VTuber's like model sheet, it's just a sprite sheet more or less. If you ever did sprite comics back in the day, it's just that. It's just all these pieces layered on top of each other, and basically just programming that determines how they move and how it looks. So, and physics that then govern that. So like you could like make things twist and flip around. It's all basically just morphing stuff around. Yeah, I know it's hell. I know it is. But like I don't mean like rigging for other people, like for money. I mean just like adding fun things for me. Like if I wanted to add like funny redeems like that, or like cobble together a dab emote, or just like I don't know, make my hair more jiggly or less jiggly. Like being able to know how to do that would be fun. Yeah, or like what if I actually had an animation that just made my tail like come up and be visible for a little bit? Yeah, someday. You've said that before. I'm not putting a little stock that it'll happen anytime soon, but I appreciate the thought. Thank you, Sai. But yeah, that's something that I definitely want to do. Or like learn how to program and make video games is something that I maybe want to do, because programming, again, much like programming and music, I think fall into the same thing, where I have a lot of ideas in my head for how things should work, and it's like, no, I understand that programming is basically just basic math, and it's a lot of sets of flags, and it's like, hey, if this flag is active, then do this. If this flag is not active, then do that, and then like. It's all big circuitous logic like that. And so I understand how that all works, but my problem is I don't understand how programming languages get that stuff working, how anything interfaces with a programming language, or I'll get stuck and have an idea of like, hey, I know how this works in my head and what math I need to do to make it work, but I don't know how to tell the computer how to do this math. So I feel like at some point I want to maybe take like some programming like courses and stuff like that, get more familiar with language. Here's the thing, like how do I know what language to use in anything? How do I know, okay, like let's say I want to do like regex on something and like change a bunch of things in a text file. How do I know what language to do that? And how do I know how to tell that language how to, like, hey, how to interface with this file that's in Windows? Because I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to make something work like that. So... Yeah, it's something that I could definitely learn for sure. It's not impossible. Anybody can learn if they put their mind to it. And it's the same thing for like, it's probably the same thing for art too, where it's just like, anybody practices long enough, they'll definitely, obviously you're not going to paint the Mona Lisa at some point, but you'll come up with your own style. You'll come up with your own things. Not everything has to be realistic. Everything can be stylistic if you want it to. But yeah, for music, it's kind of the same thing where it's like, I have all these ideas in my head for how songs should go. But then like the second I try to transcribe them into a thing, I'm like completely missing the notes. They all sound totally wrong. And it makes me really frustrated, and I give up hope a lot of times, but I keep trying sometimes. I'm actually working on a replacement track for Racetrack.mid, the song that's playing right now. But it's slow going, and so I thought maybe if I put a timer on it by saying like, okay, my debut's in a week, let's work on it as best as I can. And then worst case, if I don't finish it, I can show the work in progress, but it's still not at a point where I really want to show it off, because it's basically just like, I have the skeleton of it, but not like I have essentially it's all put down in notation, but it's just all in like one piano track rather than split out into the multiple instruments that it needs to be. So it doesn't actually sound anywhere like you think it would. But yeah, it's like, that's something I still want to work on a little bit. I want to push myself out of my comfort zone and work on some things that will improve my stream, I think, like that. Because like even if I just become like a fun hobby like that, it's, ultimately it all funnels together. Like there's all sorts of like weird, like even like translation and stuff like that. It's like, you never know when like being able to read that stuff will come in handy for if you need to read like a wiki or something like that to learn how a piece of software works, like stuff like that. It's all interconnected in a way. And like, hey, if I learn how to do live 2D, it's like, hey, maybe that's a step into like programming, or like, I don't know, 3D modeling or something like that. Like depending on, moving things around in a space like that. Because I feel like a lot of like 3D so I can't move, like if I was going to do art, I would want to like move around primitives and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's stuff that I could do way more easier than drawing from hand. And so I feel like a lot of 3D modeling is kind of just that, because polygons are essentially just primitives. So I feel like I would be better at 3D modeling maybe, but that's also like, I realize I'm also talking completely out of my fucking ass by saying that. And probably devaluing a lot of people's hard work by saying, oh yeah, I could do 3D modeling, because I probably can't. But I feel like I would be better off with 3D modeling than 2D. Or that's about it. That's all I'll say on that. But yeah, also, I want to be able to do charity events. And this is something that I've always thought like ever since I've watched like GDQ or like, Extra Life marathons and stuff like that. That's always something that I want to, like, I think, man, it would be great if I had, the people, like the audience and like the ability to get the eyes on me to make that stuff matter. Especially with, like, hey, let's be real. Nowadays, there are a lot of things that need fundraisers, like between like geopolitical stuff, like stuff in America, like here with, the way that our laws are going. There's a lot of people that need help. And, if I think it's fine if people want to like, give me like subscriptions and stuff like that and, show their support like that. But I think that what I would maybe like a little bit more than that is that, for that money to find people who need it. Oh yeah. Yep. Texas. But yeah, they're like stuff like that. Like I want to feel like I'm doing good in the world. I want to feel like I'm giving back. So that's something that I want to, maybe not immediately, but like, hey, like, testing the waters with like longer marathons or like subathons or stuff like that where money goes to charity. I'm sure there are like Extra Life or something like that whenever that comes back around. That's something that I want to work on, or like maybe do like collab stuff for fundraisers. I think that stuff is injection or not, it's still like the fact that there are people in the world that think that way and want to pass those kind of laws to begin with means that we're never ever going to be free of it. There's always going to be people that want to oppress the people that they don't like. So, or be afraid of people that they don't like, just because they're different, let's say. So, yeah, that's definitely something I want to do. And like, hey, like, okay, let's be real. There's an extremely, extremely high chance that I never hit Twitch Partner because it's so much work. It requires so much effort and so much luck and so much perfect timing, that, I want to be realistic about it. Like, it would be really great if I did. And, but like, there's the thing. It's the kind of thing that even if I work as hard as I could physically work, even if I streamed like 40 hours a week, and didn't have a real job, there's still no guarantee that I would ever hit it. So, but it would be fun. I think, it's not like I don't want to hit it. It's just that, like, especially right now when I'm very, very small. But, like if you if you want to maybe like, help spread my streams and like retweet my stream announcement and stuff like that, it's like that stuff is great. I would appreciate that not because it means that I'd hit partner, but it means like, get more eyes on me. Oh Jesus, God damn it. It scared the piss out of me. Thank you, Anonymous, for $15. Holy crap. Was there a message on that? Happy debut. Thank you. God. Jesus. But yeah, I think more than wanting to like, just get high numbers, I think I would rather have people every time. It's $15 and I'll spin for you. 1,500 channel points or $15 and I'll hit a spin button. I could hit the button, I could just leave it on, and it would just go forever. It would loop the entire song. It's a 1-hour mixed song. So yeah, if I was gonna have like more eyes on me, I think it would be more of like, I want people who like my content to find me, or people who would like my content but just don't know that I exist. That's the kind of thing that I'm looking for more than just like partner push or something like that. Like I don't just want big numbers. I want to be somebody's favorite streamer, I think. So that's what I'm going for. So I think that's kind of it for this slide. I think we have one more slide. I think we have one more slide. Yeah, once again, Cypress did my model, my rigging, all of my art. Yeah, who is that? I don't know. That's weirdo. So it's fucking Bubsy is who it is. Yeah. So fun fact. The did the debut for these slides thing in the bottom. That was there a year and a half ago when I fucking had my debut scheduled, and so technically like the layout for the slides kind of just like applies to like the font choice, like this whole little treatment on the right with the picture, but I redid almost all the slides, but I still wanted to leave that there because it was very funny. But yeah. Why is Bubsy there? Why not? Why not? Why? You tell me. Yeah. God, I'm so glad I had your attention for this. It's great. But yeah, anyway, go follow Cypress. They're great. Dude, so check this. Thank you for the Prime sub. Asshole. Thanks, Cy. You're great. No matter what you do, you're great. Anyway. But yeah, for real though, like I would not have been able to do any of this without Cypress. Like this is it's real Cypress appreciation hours. Everybody say hi. Everybody say thank you. Can I get a hashtag thank you Cypress in the chat? Just yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, there you go. There. See, I can be nice sometimes. Yeah, well, that's alright. You do draw boobs sometimes, it's true. People like boobs. Fun thing I didn't mention is that like I actually don't have any idea how big my boobs should be. Like I never thought about that. Like here's the thing, I never think about how big my character's boobs should be. They exist, so like I mean obviously there's some contour to it, but like just I don't know. If you want to draw me, just pick your own. Just pick it. Just do whatever you want. Somewhere between C and D. All right, cool. That's accurate. I should. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's the last slide. But yeah, the tits are there. Okay. Again, we're an 18+ stream for a reason. So yeah, this was just kind of the last slide, just to say like, hey, once again, thank you for everything. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for putting up with me, even when I'm a pain in the ass and fucking impossible sometimes. 78 DD. Okay, cool, good, great, awesome. That's not a thing. God, I've seen some porn game characters listed as iCup, which is very funny if you spell that out. Yeah. Dude, okay. Okay. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus here, but I know some friends' chest sizes just through candid conversations with them. I'm not going to name any names, but boy, some people be boobin'. Some people be boobin'. Some people be breasting boobily. Perfect timing. I hope I said that before you typed it. Okay. All right. Let's. No, you typed it right before. Cool. Good. All right. Okay. So let's go take a look at the art tag while I'm at it. Okay. So let's close out of this. Oh, you know what? I could just use this. Hold on. Where is the? Let's just do this one. Yeah, I haven't preloaded on this one. Unless, okay. This is my Twitter account. It's great. You can follow me on Twitter. I want to refresh. I haven't looked at Twitter all day, so... Oh, 127 followers. Yay. I got 3 more since the last time I checked. Yeah, so yeah, let's just start my latest. I'm gonna see if I already... Yep. Yeah, so this is the one that Honeymelon drew for me, like, just short ago. Look at that. That's so adorable. Thank you so much, honey. Yeah, so God, it's really good. Especially the eyes are really, really good. God. Yeah, see, this is great. This is why I wanted to go over the tab, because you can just do it right on stream. Yeah, here's my reference sheet. The full... If you do the whole thing where you go like the original size, it's like 4K. So like the actual model up here is like full size model, and then this is just a really, really, really big drawing. So as you will see, no ears. You can get references for all this, and yeah, like I said, the tail goes down mostly. Yeah, it's very good. God. Well, I want okay. So if I get a bunch of like money from streaming, and like I'm okay on like my bills and stuff like that, I want to funnel it into like skebs and stuff like that. Like I want to commission people and draw art. Like I fucking am so jealous of people who do that. It's great. Yeah, here's where I use my icon. This is also Cypress. This was a birthday gift from last year, I think. From 2021. Yeah. This is also really good. The only thing is, I'm sad that that in my icon, when I use it, it cuts out the ears a little bit. Like you can't really see. They're a little high on the head, but aside from that, that's more of a shame. Like that's not a knock on anybody, but it does make a very good icon. I do like to use different icons for everything. Yeah, I'm bald. It's finally my payback for making Clover bald. God. Oh yeah, and here's the logos that she made for me. Yeah, there's one with a paw print and everything. It's great. Yeah, so my layouts, I don't stick to a regular layout. I move them around a lot because I had a lot of different things. God. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. It's possible to do a bald redeem. I know Clover has it, so I think it's possible to make the... So I think you would have to separate out the hair in... you'd have to separate out the hair layer in... that, yeah, you'd have to do it, but it's fine. Oh yeah, that's right. I have looked at my thing. My head is... Yeah, my head is basically just a V, like a U shape. It would be very funny. Yeah, no, it's not finished. It's not. I've looked at the sheet. Yeah, here's something that Marcy drew for a while. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, the top of my head is kind of just an open... It's kind of just like an open U. But yeah, Marcy drew this... Well, wow, 2020. That's before my first debut. Oh, it happened. I think that's the end of it. Yeah, I don't have too much fan art, but I'm glad... Thank you to everybody who drew it. Like, it's... Yeah, hey, Marcy, thank you. Yeah, But yeah, like that's the thing about fan art. Like it doesn't matter. Like I could, like, you know, if I wanted to, I could like MS Paint draw like some weird goobly shit. Yeah, that's true. No thoughts head empty. But yeah, no matter what you draw, I would be happy to see it. Like I am not picky about this stuff. Like if you like me enough to draw something, even if it only takes like 5 seconds, but sure. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, definitely go to sleep. You had a busy day, and thank you. I've been here for almost 3 hours at this point. 2.5? 2.5. Yeah, thank you for showing up. Yeah, you're great. Yeah, so let's go. I also have a clip tab. I wonder how is he gonna go? But yeah, I figured like we could go over some of my clips while I'm here. There's some fun stuff in here. This is the one. Yeah, I've retweeted them quite a bit, so you've probably seen them if you follow me on Twitter. But yeah, I think this should. All right, I hope the volume on this is okay. Double talking. This is okay. It's weird hearing my own voice. A lot of streamers do that? Do they? Wow. Oh, I have desktop audio off. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, hold on. Okay, we should only hear it once. Okay. Alright, let's just go back here.
Just use it as a camera.
There we go.
A lot of streamers do that, believe it or not. Like,
I'm gonna lower desktop audio a little bit.
one-shot me because I'm in fucking master mode. I take more damage from everything. God,
This is what I get for playing in master mode. I love this clip so much. It's really good.
I hate this game.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be weird seeing yourself in the chat, huh? It's weird seeing myself. Video games. Man, I love Breath of the Wild. It's so much fun.
I hate this. Just let me go somewhere. Stop it. Oh, good. I had iframes. Don't touch me. Don't perceive me.
But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Araxis. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate everybody, each and everybody who showed up today. It's great. Yeah, it is in fact Gold Experience Requiem. Somebody else made that joke. I think it was fucking Sir 5000. God. Oh yeah. This one. Labyrinth of Toho. I love this game. Look at this. Look at that. Fucking look at that.
42069. Hell yeah.
Don't ask about Goku. It's the sad Goku zone, okay? Oh yeah, since I announced my debut. That's fine. Oh, this is actually funny. Let's do it.
Could have gone so bad, but fortunately that'll
Yeah, let's do this.
anything that happens today, right? I don't think anything bigger than that could ever possibly happen. Whoa! Hold on! Whoa! What perfect timing could this be? What could possibly be more exciting than a core suppression that we just finished?
I rehearsed this a bunch of times too, and I still screwed it up.
Wow! That is big news! I'm having a debut and it's gonna be March 2nd!
I scripted this all in OBS.
How exciting!
I got the fucking Delta Root explosion and everything. I made it transparent.
For that. I'm going to, I've been working on this for a while. It's been, because I've
God.
been for like 6 or 7 months now at this point. I've just really never done it.
It's so compressed.
It's really exciting. But
There's more to this.
I'm glad to have this be the biggest news of the night, right? Like, I know we got a lot of progress in the game, but this is obviously going to be the biggest news of the night, right? Right? What? Hold on a second. Hold the fucking phone. What news could possibly be bigger than this? That doesn't make any sense. I guess that is pretty big news, huh? No, it isn't. You've been on this. Anyway.
Here's me beating fucking a Toho game. Yeah, I don't know if, yeah, let's, God. I had to continue, but still.
Vibes. Okay, she doesn't go invincible. She's not one of those bosses.
I was traumatized by Kaneko from Mountain of Faith.
Fuck off. She's not a fucking Kaneko who goes fucking invincible every time you use a bomb.
I got really New York there, and every time I hear it,
Out of here. Last life.
I got really New Yorker.
I hate this. Die, just die, just die. Is that it? Bad ending, yes! I don't give a shit.
Man, I'm so glad. So yeah, when I was playing Unconnected Marketers, I had never played it before, and so being able, even though I had continues, like you have limited continues in that game, so being able to finish it on stream is very good for me. Oh, this is a good one. All my clips are good, in my opinion.
Oh shit. Magnets, how do they work? Poorly. Shit.
I lived. It would have been funnier if I died. Oh. Set it to late. Oh. Okay. There are new ones. Alright, where are we? Oh, God, I'm not gonna play that one. That was... I'm gonna upload that on YouTube with the kill counter and everything. That was the yeah, your New York accent has come back. Yeah, I don't know. My accent is weird because it doesn't show up all the time. Here's when I fucking did exploration glitch in Link to the Past, trying to fucking figure out how to fix the seed that I thought I broke, even though I didn't break it. I just fucking didn't know what I was doing. It's like a couple clips of that. That's great. Oh! When I beat Hades.
Fine. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Did I get him?
I like the delayed reaction time on that. Like it takes me like 2 seconds to process what just happened.
I was so scared.
Incidentally, the 12-hour marathon is on YouTube now. You can watch the entire thing if you want. Maybe skip the last 3 hours because I was fucking falling asleep.
Jesus fucking Christ, it scared the shit out of me.
God. This is God. Oh my gosh. I should have foreseen that. Oh my God. What? I'm fucking dying, dude. I'm dying, Squirtle. I'm dying. Oh my God. Oh, there's a new clip for you. Yeah, let's get that as a clip and then do it again. It'll be great. Here's one from Bloodborne. That was fucking intense. Thank you. But me sitting here trying to think, oh, what could possibly be useful on this boss? Oh, bolt paper. Let's get a bolt paper up. Let's go. All right, I'm ready to fight this boss.
Well, that's Bloodborne.
Video games. That was also really good. Outer Wilds. Oh, this is the B Train one. I've shown that enough. Okay, God, this one.
How embarrassing would it be to die to a bird? Oh no! No!
My model's freaking out. After this, so
Can know. Oh. Thank you for the follow. What a great time. Great. Cool, good.
yeah, so at some point after that clip, I decided to make my eyes not blink independently because the eye tracking gets a little weird sometimes, and so I'd rather just have them synced up than get all weird. This one, okay, yeah, the Sonic one. Oh shit, dude, this is like my favorite clip.
Boy, yeah, you'll change your mind when you see the story. You see the dumb shit the game makes me have to do.
I'm laughing already. I could have choked it. If I had drank juice a moment later, I would have choked.
Oh, this game is so good. This game is the best. Boy,
I love video games so much. Yeah, here's what I said. Oh, what if it was please clip my... if anybody posted the new one. There it is. Let's go for a threefer. Oh. Somebody has to have it. Yep. Thank you. Awesome. We're fucking... How long can we keep this up? Eventually they'll go out of sync. We've made beautiful memories tonight. This is the kind of content I want to fucking do. Holy shit, dude. Oh boy. What is it? Where did I put it? Actually, okay. Maybe we can close this out by watching that that Pokemon randomizer and watching the. Well, I have the moment like right before it all went to utter shit. And it'll be really funny to look back on and be like, yeah, this is like the first thing I streamed, so like all of my settings are bad. My mic is fucking miserable. God. It'd just be a pain in the ass to look at, but let's do it. I think it's it's on the other tab. It's on this one? This one. There. Let's do it. I don't know. Where's my YouTube volume at? I think it's probably okay.
whoa.
God, that mic is so bad. Man. I didn't even have alert box on top of everything.
There we go.
We've learned so much in such a short period of time.
Alright, well, this could go first.
Yep. Just... God, a fucking Reggie Ice pops out. Man. This is like the second gym, or like the third gym. It's the rock gym or whatever? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a fighting gym.
Why is this Baltoy, right? I don't know why it's so strong.
But it's leftovers. Awesome. That's a good sweeper. Especially in a Nuzlocke.
Oh, come on!
The game recording looks strangely good, I think. Like I feel like it was probably really choppy to me when I was playing it at the time, but the recording made it look really good.
Was Trio always so mad?
Asking the important questions.
Kirby box art. Oh shit, Luke's got.
That Leftovers is doing work, man. Oh yeah, the eye tracking is really bad sometimes, especially in early versions of YouTube Studio. It's not the way that it is now. Like a lot of the camera stuff is way better now. But yeah, like again, one of the things one of the things that you can do is change whether or not your eyes blink independently or together. So if I blink one eye, they both go. That's how I have it set now. Although sometimes if I blink one eye, it gets weird and just like, yeah, I'm blinking only my right eye right now, and the irises are getting a little weird. Here, let me do left eye. Both.
There we go. That could have gone worse.
That could have gone worse.
Yes.
I think it's like the next fight where everything just goes totally off the rail. Oh, that's right. Emerald animated them. I forgot about that.
No. Why would I want that? Why would I want something to heal conditions when most of the conditions prevent you from using moves?
I don't want to know you. It's not like me to lose this way. Pokemon writing is weird, but like again, localization stuff. But like, to be fair, Pokemon is a game made for children, so I feel like a lot of things are written in very basic ways for that. Like, especially the Mystery Dungeon games are just like... Yeah, this fighting gym. Definitely going to be some fighting Pokemon on this guy. Get yourself a little whoop.
Whooper!
I was so excited for the Whooper.
Oh, it's ground, right. I forgot.
Damn, that Hydro Pump would have fucked me up. I haven't played Arceus. Once I finish like Breath of the Wild and a bunch of other stuff in my thing, I definitely want to try Arceus, but
Well,
I would Zap Cannon. I did Zap Cannon. Crab Hammer!
Crab Hammer! Crab Hammer!
I'm literally the same person. My brain works the exact same way.
There, but... Ooh! That's bad.
Here it comes. Me suddenly realizing I don't have anybody else leveled to handle this.
Okay. What is Octazooka? Oh no! Well,
God, this mic is so bad. Just getting blown out immediately.
okay, well... Dukes is dead. This is very bad. Oh no.
Here's the thing, I had 0 deaths leading up to this, whatsoever. It was just this one gym leader who had 1 Pokemon that swept my entire team.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Eclipse is a Mew?
Shit.
I just need somebody to take a hit so I can heal.
Somebody to take a hit
No!
and not die, so I can do
I literally didn't know that was what I was going to say.
This is the only way out of this. Zap cannon.
Uh,
Zorlo!
this is tragic.
Stay alive, please!
Just
They're all dying! Shit. Just... Nobody here isn't weak to water! I have to...
tragic.
Look at this! It was going so well!
I still don't even know what Octazooka does. Just
No!
this. You can tell my resignation at my desk as my model flips the fuck out.
That's it. We don't have anybody else. But there's nothing in the box.
Because that's right, I couldn't get anything because the things kept running away from me. Like I ran out of Pokeballs or something, like, or I kept accidentally killing things.
There are no more Pokemon.
So sad.
Everything happens so much. I don't know what to do. Well,
Man.
maybe that's it for... Maybe we try this again sometime.
I never did try this again sometime. Maybe I should do that. That's about that. Man. Video games are good sometimes, you know? God. Yeah, I would love to play, like, Pokemon randomizers, not like a Nuzlocke, but just like, hey, let's just, you know, try not to over level or use, like, overly powered Pokemon and just, like, go through it and try to beat it. That would be fun. Although, like, the problem is that, like, if I do want to do, like, a living dex or something like that, the problem is that I don't want to use a randomizer, because then you have Pokemon caught in places where they don't belong, and then get flagged weird for trading, because they're hacked, technically. So that stuff is, you know, that would have to be done separate from just, like, trying to collect them all. But, you know, that's a thing we could do. So I don't think I have anything else to show off. I'm going to go back to the talk slide. Just like one of these. Yeah. Well, I think that kind of does it, right? We're closing in on 3 hours from recording time. So, man, I can't believe I got through all that. Damn. It took forever. We finally got through the slides. It took 3 hours. Man, thank you everybody for showing up. This is great. This is better than I could have ever imagined. We had so much fun tonight. Man, I'm like, this is, oh god. Yeah, do it, coward. I feel like I'm pretty good at presentations, actually. Like, this was fun. I feel like if I had more things to present about, I would do it more often. Man, this is fun. I can feel the energy flowing out of me. It's like, oh, you've done it. You don't need to be on anymore. Oh God, we had to. All right, let's. Why do I do that? Okay, so I'm not capturing desktop anymore, so that's good. So I can go look at Twitch. Who's streaming? Oh, you know what? Hey, I'm pretty sure it's Spec's 1-year anniversary too. So let's go raid her. Yeah. Okay. Oh, desktop audio is still on. Hold on, let me fix that. Let me just load up her stream, make sure she's still going. Just drawing some stuff in MS Paint. That sounds good. Cool. Yeah, let's go say hi. Yeah, thank you so much for everybody who showed up, everybody who followed, everybody who donated. I could go through my Twitch feed and I could like fucking all the raids, all the everythings. God. Where did it start tonight? Where did it start? Hold on. I could go through all the follows again. All the bits, all the everything. God. Thank you, Wimes for the sub, Raxus for the sub, Marcy for the raid, Ivitron1 for the follow, Honeymelon for the bits, Raxus for the bits, Calliope Soups for the follow, Audiovore for the sub, Ivitron for the 5 tier 1 subs, gift subs, Cassette Punk for the follow, Audiovore for the 5 tier 1 gift subs, Akasaka Spicy for the follow, Melody for the 100 bits, Sidriel for the follow, Celia for the raid, Anonymous for the $15, and Cypress with this Prime sub. Wow. Wow. That was really good. Thank you, everybody. This was so much fun. Let's raid. Oh, should we get a raid message? Hey, that's something I've never actually thought for. We have enough people that we could actually maybe do that. Yeah. Stinky Fox, is that me? Is that my raid message? Oh, God, if anybody, yeah, if you're subbed, yeah, you do Stinky Fox. Okay, how about this? How about this? Okay, if you're subbed, you can do this. Here. There's our raid message. If you're not subbed, how about this? Yeah, or yeah, if you don't have the redeem points, whatever, that's fine. Yeah. All right, so let me actually do the raid. That's there. There we go. All right, cool. Let me swap it over to the end screen. Yeah, guess what? I have this as an end screen, which I never actually used. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for everybody for showing up tonight. It means so much to me. And I hope in the future that you continue to show up and watch my streams when you can. Obviously, there was a lot of, front loading on this of just like, hey, like clear out your schedule, et cetera, but it means a lot to me that people actually came and watched. So just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. In the future, if I can make you smile by doing a fucking silly ass stream, I will absolutely do it. So yeah, thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Good afternoon, good day, good morning, whatever time it is in the time that you are living in. I hope you have a good one, and I hope you have a good tomorrow too, and a tomorrow after that, because then it'll be the weekend. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna hit the raid now. Be nice, everybody. Whee! Bye.